and nothing can stop me. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what. Susceptible now before the moment flies. Yeah.
Gotta do that Kevin Samuel nod, boy, on that song, boy. Good lies. Good lies. We're gonna be talking about something like that tonight, because tonight's topic is basically centered around the good lies that we hear, not only from the women outside the States, but also women in the United States. We're gonna do some video reviews. Today is Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. Your girl Andre is relaxing today. Everything is fine with her. Just that the past couple of days she's been out partying with the girls. So now it finally hit her hard, because it's a girl birthday this past weekend. So now, yeah, your girl feeling it now. She don't feel as young as she used to when she was in her early 20s and she could just be on the dance floor all night long. Now she's feeling like a wife now. Shout out to all you guys that are out there drinking some agua. Tonight's cologne of the night is that. There we go. Let's show it right there. I'm gonna show it to you right there. If we can get that camera in. There we go. The Aquadillo. Yeah. Really good perfume. This is one of those year-round colognes. Year-round cologne. You could rock this, man. Summertime, wintertime. You can rock it right before you go to bed, right before you're having sex. You can rock it while you get on the dance floor. You can wear this on your way to work, and you're going to smell better than everybody else walking through there. Male or female. You're going to smell good with this one. This is a classic. Classic. Let's put that out there for you guys again. Take advantage of. I'm telling you, man. I'm talking about cologne that you should have. Should be a staple in your collection. Without a doubt. There are a lot of good ones out there that should be staples, but this is definitely one of them. All right. Let's get ready to do these shout outs. Tonight's topic, once again, it's about individuals. You're traveling. What type of women or situations that you should be avoiding? And we're going to use videos for an example, because I'm going to let you guys see that I'm letting you know, in all sincerity, doesn't matter where you're from, the States, or whether you're outside the States, a lot of mistakes are being made by men on a regular basis, and we need to stop it. I'm serious. It's time enough that the age of the foolish man should be over. I'm going to say this again. The age, the era of the foolish man, especially us brothers, it should be done. It ain't enough coochie out there for you to be as stupid as some of these brothers out here are. It ain't enough good sex, ain't enough threesomes out here for us to be put in some of these circumstances that we're being put in as men. I ain't had, and you ain't had, I'm gonna say this again, you ain't had fire enough head to where you need to be giving up as much as you've given up in order to keep a relationship going. The age or the era of the foolish man should be a wrap. After this episode, you shouldn't be doing nothing else stupid on behalf of womanhood other than your mama or your child, or maybe a family member or good close friends. Other than that, and you should be doing anything foolish for them. Everything you should be doing for your family members and loved ones should be wise moves. What's my point tonight? Enough is enough. It really is. Do I have everything perfected? No. Do I have the answers to everything? No. But what I can tell you is this. There's a huge percentage of men that are just too dang thirsty. And you're messing it up for the rest of us men, and you're messing it up for yourself. Some of you dudes, your life will be so much better if you got over one thing when it comes to women. Stop being so mother thirsty. We could talk about 50 things that women do wrong, 50 things you should look out for when it comes to women. Yes, we can. But if you ain't gonna listen to none of it, what's the point? So the era of the foolish man has got to come to a close, fellas. Let's do the shout outs. All right. Gabrielle's in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Good evening. Salute to everybody. Charles, numero dos, is in the building. Say, chat room, what's up, everybody? Be sure to hit that like button when you come in. Just like Stefano says, fellas, let's make sure we keep it clean in the chat and keep it professional at all times. Thank you, brothers, for being here. Thank you guys for being patient in regards to me coming in a little late. We got Black Scorpion in the building, just like we got my man Steve representing with the peace family. Let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Luisa? Luisa? Let me see. I'm saying this wrong. I don't want to mess her name up. It should be looking like C. Dre. You don't know how to act right. Lusa? See, I'm trying to get it right. See, you should blame it on my head, not my heart. Thank you for being here. I love and I appreciate when ladies come in. I kid you not. I really do. You know why I appreciate when women come? I'm going to tell you something for real. In all sincerity. You ready? You know how I always say, I'm going to bust your head. I like when women come in and they get a chance to see either how wise we are or how stupid we are. I love when women come in. They may not say much, but they get to be flies on the wall and see, are men actually as wise as they say or as stupid as they act? Either way, we're going to show something. Either we're going to show our wisdom and our true manhood on these live streams, or we just going to show how stupid and how much work we got to still work on ourselves as men. So I love when women come in. Shout out to you. Poor man, them 313 boys at it again, ma'am. They're at it again. Get the sirens out. Call the police. Get the dogs out. Them Detroit boys at it again. Mike T is in the building. Good evening, chat. Once again, Stefano says, if you guys want support by way of the PayPal. Thank you guys for your support, all your donations. Good evening once again. Ransom's in the building. Jabras is in the building. Godfather, yeah, we always got to show Kevin Samuels some love, man. The Kevin Samuels dance. Kevin used to bob that head. Good lies, eyes. Like, go ahead and do the Kevin Samuels dance on him. Kevin used to love bobbing that head. I'm on Ray R. Johnson in the building. Just like my boy EMB, them Philadelphia fans in the building. All right, we got Homie. Homie said, what's up? Take my SDR final tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Get them certs out, man. Get them certifications, man. Prayer, please, man. We got you in prayer, man. You're going to do great tonight, man. I'll be proud of you, man. Give us a great testimony of what you've accomplished. Man, that's how you do it, man. One step at a time. Yeah, man, she got it. Yeah. It's not really a hangover. It's not like alcoholic hangover because Andrea really doesn't drink like that. It's more like party, this party, that party. We've been partying. Then she went to the family get together. And all the ladies were cooking together. And that's how down here in Colombia, that's very common. Where the ladies just come together just to cook, just to hang out and cook and just do that. They made tamales today. Oh my goodness, they were good. Andrea brought me a couple of fish tamales back, and she had her some chicken tamales, and the ladies in there cooking. And then you got the one cousin, she can't cook. Why she even in the kitchen? If you guys are interested in consultations in regards to your trip to Colombia, a lot of guys have been hitting me up. Make sure you hit me up. And if you coming to Cali, hit me up. Let me know so I can put you on the whiteboard so I know what time, what day that you'll be flying in. Quite a few of you guys are coming in over the next 3 months, boy. Y'all gonna be crowding Cali over the next few months, boy. Woo! Shout out to all you guys. Global Paper Crew is in the building. Shout out to you, man. Global Passport, my bad. Global Passport. Shout out to Charles. He said, Andrea, I understand. He said, yesterday was my best friend's 40th. Yeah, Andrea's best friend birthday. It was also a good friend of my 37th friend's 37th birthday. And went to FC Dallas match. Oh, that's what's up, man. Had a lot of beers, recovering today. That's what your girl is doing right now. Dancing all night, partying. She just thinks she young, 19. Boy, just because you in your 20s don't mean that you still in your 20s. So now she on relax mode. She hit me up about 30 minutes ago. She said, babe, do you mind doing a live stream by yourself? And I could see how tired she was in church today. She was wiped out in church, just head bobbing. Thank you, Jesus. Just praise the Lord. What'd you say, Pastor? So I knew she was done. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining the Patreon. Once again, we just need 2 people tonight to join the Patreon. Just dose, not 22, not 52. Just 2 people to donate $5 a month towards the cause of the channel. If we do anything for you, bless your lives and give you some great information. It's a lot of great information on the Patreon. Make sure you guys donate. We got 60 people in the live stream. Make sure you guys click that like button. Remember again, tonight is the expiration date for men and our foolishness. We're going to watch some videos, and it's enough is enough of us men being wise in business. Statistics show that black men are the best fathers in the nation. We love our mamas. When it comes to donating, men give. When it comes to building societies, men are the best that ever done it. But when it comes to women, I don't know what it is, but we're the stupidest people that ever. It's only 2 sets of people, but we're the most foolish ones to walk the planet. Tonight need to be the expiration date for many of us. I kid you not. Enough is enough. Whether you be in the States or out of the States, we're going to talk about both. But enough is enough. We're going to talk about the type of women you should have in your life and the type of women you should not have in your life. And stop being so simple-minded when it comes to looks. Goodness gracious. You know what gets me? And I'm not going to go to a tangent too deep. Could anybody explain to me? I understand up north, 70% of women are obese. Gotcha. You ain't going to see a dime that often. I feel you. But when you come to South America, and every 5th and every 3rd female is gorgeous, and y'all walking around with that scarcity, and you don't know how to tell a female no and kick her onto the curb because there's somebody that's right around the corner look just as good as her. That one I don't get. There is no scarcity of beauty in Brazil, Venezuela, Ecuador. No scarcity of beauty when it comes to Colombia, Panama. No scarcity when it comes to Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, French Guyana, Suriname. There's only 12 countries in South America. And I promise you, there's gorgeous women in every one of them. And you guys come down here and act like you ain't gonna never see another fine one if you let this one go. Like, this is the only one that can suck your toes and curl your toes at the same time. Like she got the market that's in the States. So we're gonna look at some videos from the States to let you see how foolish us men can be at times, and how they want to talk about how not to bring that behavior to other countries. Because I'm telling you, every dude that's got drugged in South America, every dude for the most part that's got hustled by a female, got scammed. Every single story that I see on DC Rob channel, warning about something happened to a family or a person, most of it is because you were either messing with the wrong woman or you were in the wrong area of the city. Most of them, I ain't saying all of them, but most of the stories, you can ask somebody, what part of the city were you in? I was in Parque Yeras. Why is a black man in Parque Yeras and you don't work security and you don't work as a waiter or cook? What do you mean, Andre? Black Colombians don't hang in Parque Yeras. Huh? What? Yeah. So when they see you Negroes come through Parque Yeras, they automatically see you as a target. Why? Because Black Colombians, for the most part, can afford to go to restaurants and stuff at El Poblado. So when you see a black person in El Poblado, they either security, a cook, or a waiter, or a waitress, dishwasher. So when they see you just walking through, you just everybody else, you just blending in, target. Why? He ain't a cook. He ain't a waiter. He ain't a waitress. And he ain't a busboy. He ain't a dishwasher. Let's go rob him. Get him, girls. You're a target. You're in the wrong area. And y'all steady going to the wrong areas, thinking you're in the right area. There is no way in hell you would catch me with an Airbnb or hotel room in Parque Yeras, El Poblado area. No freaking way. But y'all go for that trick every time. See, when you move to these countries, you learn the culture of the countries. You like, oh, black people don't hang out there? No, black people don't hang out there. So when you got your black tail out in those areas, you are a target. Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. I ain't even made it down to the brothers with the super chats yet. My bad, fellas. Shout out to Pharaoh in the building. He said, Andre, thanks for the job you gave me on WhatsApp. The jobs that you gave me on WhatsApp. Also, ever since finding out that I can live in middle class over 150,000, maybe 150K. I'm not sure. I'm determined to move over to Colombia, making $1,000 USD from college. That's not bad. That's not bad. There's many areas in Colombia that you can live real good off of Tawi. Believe that one. Shout out to you, Ishmael. Welcome to the group too. Bobby Space Ghost in the building, checking in. Jeremiah, one of my favorite Bible names also. Shout out to you, brothers. Once again, Stefano. Black Nubia's in the building. We got Rev Kev, always representing. Set them straight, Jay. We need to put the man and man up. Absolutely, man. We really got to stop being so. You guys, you have so much to offer with your passport and your exploration and your journeys around the world. And to sit back and see so many of y'all fall victim to women that, not just women, but to women that have 4th grade educations, that have nothing to offer the universe but their bodies and their looks. That's it. Most guys that get caught up, it's never with the woman that has an education. When the last time you saw in Cali, Cartagena, Medellin, you read an article, you heard somebody talk about it in a WhatsApp group, a dude get got by a woman with a degree? A dude got robbed by a woman that owns 3 businesses. Come on now. If it did happen, it's an anomaly, right? Let's say it happened. You know, they get 1.4 million visitors in Medellin alone, one city. Let's say it happened. But it's so rare. It's in the 0.0 percentile. So why don't you guys who have degrees go after women with degrees? I'm not talking about like American women that's like, I'm Miss Independent, you can't tell me nothing. We will not them chicks. I'm talking about women that are just regular, everyday Colombian women. How come y'all don't go after the business women? They walk down the same street and go to the same malls as everybody else. What about the women that got a really good job? She got her own motorcycle. Let's just say motorcycle. She ain't got a car. She got a motorcycle. This is Colombia. Y'all don't. And this should be the end of that. It should be the end of you guys coming down here acting so thirsty with all this beauty down here and all these educated, focused, good women down here. Most women in South America are good women. And all y'all do is go for trash, bottom feeders. Beautiful bottom feeders all the time. You got to stop doing that, brothers. If you really want to have quality vacations in DR, vacations in time, I can imagine the stupidity that some of us date when we're in Europe and when we're in Southeast Asia. I can imagine if you can't date quality women here, don't tell me y'all going to Africa and y'all dating quality women. That's some bullshit. The one thing that you're going to take with you wherever you go from this day forth is you. If you can't pick a good woman in the States, what makes you think that because you got a passport and you got a few dollars that you could travel to South America and voila, I got a good woman? No, bruh, it don't work like that. And I see it time and time and time again. I sit back and I watch with popcorn in hand. If you ain't got enough sense to learn how to pick a good woman in the States or pick a good woman, and even if you pick a good woman and she ain't the one for you. See, I was picking good women in the States. They just weren't the one for me. That's the difference. I'm not saying pick a good woman, you got to keep her because she in the state. No, some of you guys have dated some really good women, but it probably wasn't the right timing in your life for her, or you weren't the right person for her in her life at that time period, or y'all just got along in the friend zone or whatever. It's just two good people just weren't meant to be with each other. So it doesn't mean because you pick good women in the States that you have to have been with them, but at least already be in the habit of picking good women. Some of us ain't even in that habit. So when you cross the ocean, bruh, I'm telling you, do not think one of the biggest lies or misconceptions that these YouTubers are telling y'all, they got y'all thinking that y'all actually can come across the country, come across 2 oceans and turn a hoe into a housewife. Y'all lost y'all mind, bruh. No, you ain't built for that. Most men ain't built to turn a woman that ain't good into something good. I ain't built for it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna get no trashy woman and try to build her up. Y'all could be like my man in Pretty Woman, Richard Gere. Y'all could be Richard Gere and go get you a pro, Julia Roberts, and turn into a housewife. Y'all can do Pretty Woman. Me, I ain't built like that. I ain't built like it. I ain't built for it. Shout out again, Red, for the super chat, brother. Speak Spanish now. Make sure you guys subscribe to my brother's channel. Subscribe to that man's channel. Top of the evening. Good brother Dre. Peace to the chat. Amon says, why do you think Brazil is the only culture in South America that celebrates hookup culture? I don't know. You know, every country has its own different, like a lot of guys say, you know, some guys say Brazil is not the hookup culture. Some guys say it is. Some guys say, I've heard this a lot. Brazil is where you go have fun, enjoy yourself. Colombia is where you come when you're looking for a serious relationship. But then some guys come to Colombia and all they did was party girls. So it depends on, you know what, in all sincerity, to answer your question with all sincerity, in all seriousness, it depends on you. That's a good question, but the answer is you. I could go to a country and never be involved in hookup. And you guys can too. I can go to a country and be involved in hookup. And you guys can too. So the whole hookup culture experience is actually based on Andre or based on you. So the answer to that question is actually you. But good question. Fabian in the building. Thank you for the $5 super chat, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Just like my man Travis. Another hot topic. We got one. We're about to hit these videos in a second, man. Y'all gonna be hot on these videos. These are some TikTok videos of some brothers that's going through it in the States. And like I said, if you can't handle situations in the States, I promise you, you will bring that same energy. I see it. If you guys, you know what I need to start doing? I need to start interviewing more guys that live here. Because it's one thing to hear me say it. It's another thing for the guys that live here or either have been here for months upon months, and they sit back and they watch guys get off the plane like I do. And we sit back having our little drinks, watching y'all. White guys, black guys, Asian guys, we watch everybody. Just sit back and watch y'all and watch some of the stupidest stuff that you ever saw in your life from men that are very successful in every area of their life, except for relationships and how to handle women. We got to get better at this, guys. It's not going to get better unless we get better. And that's starting at home in the States or UK or Canada, as well as. So shout out to Charles for being here. Thanks all for the super chats, super stickers, appreciation. Oh yeah, appreciate the support. Oh yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to Global Passport Cruise channel in the building. Definitely make sure you subscribe to his channel. We are night in the building. I like that name. We are night. Blessings, love. Leave them alone. Yeah, leave them alone, man. Man, it's not that hard. Shout out to Jay being in here. Appreciate you being here. Hey, Jay, when's the last time you've been on the Cartagena? We haven't had a chance to talk about that in a while. The average Colombiana, let's go right here. Black Nubia says, shout out from Canada. Black Nubia says, the average Colombian or Colombian woman, that good looking. That's good. Is that good looking? Yeah. I was telling somebody the other day on the live stream, I said, if you take Megan Fox or Megan Gooden and drop them in Colombia, they just be another chick with makeup on. They be pretty, but they be pretty like any other women. In the States, you be looking at them like they hot. Megan Gooden, hot. Okay, drop her over here in Brazil. Drop her in Colombia. Go ahead, drop her in Venezuela. She blend in so fast, would be nothing special about her. I'm talking about if they didn't have the fame and all that. Just drop them off in there. You can keep your makeup on. Drop them off in there and watch what happens. I think probably the best thing that happened to me is living in a country with so much beauty and gorgeousness and femininity, because you get used to it because it's around you everywhere. I mean, you as a man, you notice, but oh, she fine, but you don't trip on it no more. You just it's par for the course. It's part of living in South America. You like, okay, beauty is a part of South America. Okay, it is what it is. Say loving the music in the background. You see how I did that, Jay? Smooth. We got 69, 70 people in the live stream. Make sure you guys click that like button. Little Tommy in the building. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. He said, what's up, Dre? Just a quick update on the global entry. All right. Oh, yeah, man. That's a good thing. Because of the demand, they are telling folks it's taking about 6 months interview. after everything is paid up. So some of you guys that are looking, when you go back home to the States and you try to get in past the customs, the slow customs, and you just try to do global entry to where you can just walk right through, he's letting us know it's a 6-month wait for your interview in order to be a part of global entry in the States, even after you paid your fee and after they've already checked your files and everything and made sure that it's still a waiting game. So it is also with the passports. We all know that right now it's a 4-month wait. Unless you pay for the your passport being expedited, it's a 4-month wait for your passport, guys. Thank you, little Tommy, for the information, brother. He also says there is an interview hack in the process. If you go to the country, if you go out of the country, you can request your interview on demand just as soon as you get back into the country. Okay, there we go, guys. That's a little tip in regards to, once again, the global entry process. All right. He said, just got my interview while coming back into the States from DR. See how he did that? Coming back into the States. Shout out to that, man. That's good information. Thank you for sharing, man. Sharon says, the scarcity mindset, man, at a molecular level. He says, I tell you guys to stop complaining about things that you don't want and focus on the things you do want. That's how the universe works. It's funny that you would say that. He said, IDGAF should be your affirmations. Say it every day. He's absolutely correct. The universe works like this. It works like a clock. I kid you not. God set the universe up to work like a clock. Like attracts like. If you complain about your bills, the universe will give you more bills. If you focus on making more money, it'll give you more money. That's one of the reasons why, not the only reason, but that's one of the reasons why some people are just poor as can be, and bills keep coming to them, more bills and more bills, and they've hit 50s, 60s, and they wonder like, why am I always robbing Peter to pay Paul? Bills, because that's what you attract. You complain about your bills. You focus on your bills. Here go another bill. I got to rob Peter to pay Paul. I got to pay my bills, girl. You constantly speak that to the universe, and the universe, like attracts like. It's like gravity. You can't do anything about gravity. You can't do anything about the law of attraction either. Like will always attract like. If you always talking about your bills and your woes, and if you always talking about how bad women are and how horrible women are and how bad this and how bad that is, guess what the universe is going to give you no matter what country you go to? Bad women. Bad women. Most of the guys, I bet this, and I would love to interview in regards to this, and put this in the comment section. Most of the guys that met good women in other countries were used to meeting good women while they were in the States. Whether it would be a good woman that was a co-worker, whether it was a good woman that was a friend, whether they dated a good woman, whether it was a good one-night stand. Most guys, such as myself and other people, can look back over our lives and say, for the most part, I didn't have any dramatic women. For the most part, I didn't have any super jealous women. For the most part, the women I dealt with all had jobs. Most dudes that I know that meet and mate and marry women in the most, not all, and marry women in other countries, usually they were already in the habit of good women in their home countries. When I see dudes with the low-hanging fruit women here, I wish I could get a photo album of their relationships back home in the States. And usually it's low-hanging fruit women back in the States or whatever country they're from. I kid you not. He's 100% correct. But if you start focusing on good quality women, guess what the universe is going to bring you? No matter where you live, good quality women. No matter what type, no matter what color, no matter what stage, no matter what age. Kid you not. Kid you not. He's 100. Shout out to you, Sherman, for that one. Charles says the thing that gets me is why are we closed off to certain neighborhoods, towns, and districts, etc. Why can't we go into that with no foolery, correct? With no foolery, and establish ourselves and set trends. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm with you, Charles, on that one. I've watched stories of men getting taken advantage of in Colombia. They didn't do their due diligence. Yes, man. And it's not like we're not smart men. That probably the part that frustrates me in regards to this the most. It's usually guys, man, that's really, we own our square when it comes to a lot of things. And we just come down here and we let our guards down. Shout out to Blade Runner being in here tonight, man. He said, not never. I feel you, brother. Pharaoh says, when can you meet those good educated women? For example, you can meet in the same places where you will meet them in the States. Give you a perfect example. I can name off at least 5 places in any city in Colombia that you could meet some good women. First of all, you can easily meet good women in the mall. Easily. Colombian women are ultra approachable. Any man that's been down here to Colombia, they could tell you. Hey, guys, put a 1 in the comment if you've been in the comment and if you've been to Colombia and you realize how approachable Colombian women are. Put a 1 in the comment. I don't know how Brazil is to that full extent, but I do know one thing. Every city, and I've been about 35 cities in Colombia. Every city, every woman is very, very approachable. I probably in my time in Colombia probably met maybe 2 divas that was like, ugh. But other than that, ultra. Put a 1 in there. I put 1 in there. I put a 1 in the comment myself. Who am I to sit back and ask another man to do it? I'll do it myself. Ultra. You saw those ones? Colombian women are very, very approachable. So when we sit back and we wonder, like, man, how can I meet the ladies? That's 1 in the mall. Numero dos, like I did. That's how I got your girl. Ask how do you approach them? No matter where you are, ask for directions. Lost tourist works every time. Excuse me, do you know where so and so is? That's right. Oh, thank you. By the way, ¿Qué nombre es? What's your name? Ask her a name. Give her your name. Pull out your Google Translate if you need to. They think it's cute in the beginning anyway. Don't feel bad, because, dude, I done had so many Google Translate dates. Don't be feeling bad about pulling out your Google Translate, all right? I already told you about the story of one brother. He asked his woman, they've been together for a year. He was walking down the street, saw this hot chick. He asked her, do you know where the bus station is? While he was standing in front of the bus station. He knew exactly where he was. He didn't give a dang about the bus station. Number 3, location where you can meet good women in South America. Meetup groups. There's a Facebook meetup group for everything. Expats in Rio, expats in Sao Paulo, expats in Medellin, expats in Cartagena. We are always having a party. And guess who shows up to the expat get together? The language exchange classes and all that. Colombian women. Colombian women. Number 4, dance classes. Yes, you coming to Colombia, you better learn how to salsa. And I ain't talking about that Puerto Rican salsa. That ain't gonna work down here. I'm talking about Colombian style salsa. Take you a class, bruh. And a lot of the clubs in Medellin, in Cali, in Cartagena have free dance lessons. And guess who show up for all the lessons? A bunch of Colombian women. It'd be us foreigners in there. I know a couple of dudes that went to the ones down here, and it'd be Colombian women in there. right there. And even if you take private lessons, usually the instructor will say, well, me and my girls are going to hang out at so-and-so club. You want to meet us there later on tonight after your lessons? Colombians love, male and females, love being the hookup. See, that's the funny thing about Colombia. It's not a hookup culture in the sense that you're going to smash the first night. It's a hookup culture in the sense of everybody want to feel like they the one that introduced you to the one. They all want to feel that love of, it was me. I did it. That was me. That was my work. So Colombian women and men love introducing you to somebody else. Now, those are just 5. Well, number 5 is the gym. Get a gym membership. I'm telling you, Colombian women are ultra approachable in the gym. I'm talking about the people that work there, all the way from the women that's in the gym. Very helpful, very friendly, and very approachable. So yeah, those are just 5 areas that you can meet some good, decent Colombian women. Pay for play don't show up to language exchange classes. They don't know nothing about that. Pay for play ain't the ones that you meeting in the mall or at the grocery store. No. You ain't meeting pay for play walking down the street giving you instructions to how to get somewhere, giving you directions. No. Pay for play sleep during the day. So when I say you can meet some good women, I'm telling you, dudes, it's not that hard. It is not that hard. Especially since they're so, dude, if you only, for you guys that have never been to Colombia, if you only realize how ultra, they make it so easy to approach them, you be looking like, I got her number? Okay, this is going to be a good trip. I won't lie, man. When I first started Colombia, it took me, man, dude, it took me a few trips to get used to how approachable Colombian women are. Especially when giving out their number. You be like, so let's exchange WhatsApp. So let's exchange Instagram. So let's exchange. They quick. You be looking like, is this a game? So yeah, guys. Let's get ready to get started. I don't want to hold you guys too long, man. I know I didn't get a chance to make it to all the comments and the shout outs, such as my man Andrew being in the building. He said, facts, you never leave yourself behind no matter where you go. That's right. If you're a quality dude, you're going to bring that to whatever country you go to. Oh, it's been a couple years? Come on, Jay. It's time for you, girl. Come on, girl. It's time for you to come on back. Come on home. Come on home, Jay. Come on home. Back to your second home. It's actually your first home. You're only in the States for the work. Your heart is here in Colombia, Jay. Come on, girl. Come on back home. All right. Let me scroll down. He said, it's true. I met several Beyoncés in Bogota, for real, which is not known for super beautiful women. Absolutely correct. Bogota, guys, Ray is correct. Out of all the cities in Colombia, big towns, small towns, beach town, cities, doesn't matter. Bogota got some of the smartest women, educated politicians. They got money. Them ladies got money. They take you out to dinner. But he right. Bogota women are not known for their looks. They are not. You'll find you, like he said, if you find you some Beyoncés in there, you doing good in Bogota. But Bogota women are nope. I love you, Bogota. I love you. But girls, y'all not fine at all. Oh my God, man. But they good women. You like, it's 9 million people live in this city, man. I know it's supposed to be some more fine women than this. First Class Kings in the building. He said, facts, I learned to be happy as hell to have. He said, I learned to be happy as hell to have bills. Yeah, a lot of people are like that, man. Shout out to Victory, man, in the building. What's up, everybody? In Atlanta Airport, on my way to West Palm Beach, Florida, in the building. Son in Ohio. Oh, you graduated? My man graduated? Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah. One more graduating from Ohio State next year. Get them done. Victory. I ain't mad at you, man. Count down. So he says, what's up, Dre? Shout out to all Colombians, DR, and Brazilian YouTubers. Shout out to you too, brother. Shout out to you. Let me know if you got a channel. Let me scroll down and catch up with you guys, man. Victory says, Pastor offering plate, Dre preaching. I'm trying not to be preachy tonight. Here we go. We're about to get started with the videos, guys. Once again, topic for tonight, type of women that you should not be having in your life, man. Let's get started with this first video.
The $300 coming on my account. Talk to me right now. And
I've
you
been
all
helping
lied.
Dante while he locked up for me.
Dante?
Yes.
Your ex?
And my friend of 15 years.
What? Well, ho. First of all, why is you sending your ex $300 of my money every week, Yolanda?
He don't have nobody to help him right
That's
now.
a grown man. What the hell you mean?
Okay, and I'm his friend. If he need my help, I'm going to be there for
What do
him.
you need help with $300 a week for, Yolanda?
To survive.
Survive what?
In prison.
What the? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Dante is locked up,
Yes, just temporarily.
and you sending a felon
don't do
$300
Everybody
a
make
week of
mistakes.
my money?
It's not perfect, bro.
Ain't nobody perfect, and you sure ain't good. Matter of fact, you ain't nothing at all to me no more. Why is
And
you
the
sending
fact that you
$300?
recording this right now.
Because
Why
the
are you
one
making
know
a
you're
big deal out of this? What's
You're
the
a
point of
scandalous
this?
woman. You're scandalous. That's right. And I'm putting you on live. Everybody finna see this.
Well, all right. Since you want to make a show, whatever, bro. This is dumb.
No,
as
I'm finna
fuck.
make a real show.
You have the money, Chris.
What money?
It
The money I
doesn't
have
matter.
is for us. For us. I thought you loved me. That's why I proposed to you. That's why you got that ring on your finger. In fact, I don't even see it on your finger. What you do with that? Huh?
You tripping?
Huh? You sending the money without the ring on your finger so you can feel single or feel like you ain't doing nothing wrong, Yolanda? Talk to me, because I talk back.
No, because I'm not finna do this with you. It's
No, you
wrong.
finna do this.
Like,
You
you
finna
have
do
the
this.
money
You
to
wrong for
spend.
what you've been doing.
You never here with me.
I'm always here. I only made
for
this
the
house.
For the time.
Yolanda, I got this house. It's your job to make it a home. The only thing I ask for you is loyalty and respect. You can't even honor that. You don't make a meal. You don't clean around. All you do is try to get yourself new clothes.
You knew that I didn't cook. You knew I didn't do none of that homemaking. Just wanted
You
to
doing
eat.
TikTok all the
But
time.
what's
Damn
the
dance is
what-
why
what
you
we
can't know a
talking
meal.
about right now, though. So what's the problem with me helping a friend?
The
that's
problem
been in
is
my
you
life
could have
for
came
years?
to me, first of all, for taking $300 a week out of my account to send to someone who's locked up. No one that's going to be out of jail to come here, love you, hold you, touch you.
First of
That's
all,
my
you
job,
don't know
woman.
what he finna do, honestly.
What you mean? What is... Yolanda, you
And
said
I
this
really
man is
don't
locked
care.
up.
You might as well cut the camera off. 'Cause
No,
it's
the
going
camera's
nowhere.
staying on.
I'm not going.
Listen, America, this is what it looks like with a young black male trying to do
Blah,
right.
blah.
Statistics, and now what am I happening with my life?
Whatever.
It's all going bad right
He
now.
wanted to
Do
be
you see what this
Captain
is?
Sam. He knew I wasn't
Save
to do
him.
none of that crazy stuff.
I was trying to be
Like,
righteous. That's what I was trying to be. I was trying to be a man of God. But I see you about
I'm
my
you,
house.
and you can
Yeah.
get out of my
Get
face.
your
My name
get
is
about my
Sam.
house. You
I
ain't
don't
got
have to go
nothing.
nowhere.
You
My
ain't got
name
nothing.
Now, she said, I'm not about to go nowhere. I'm going to just read through you guys' comments before we discuss this. In the comments that you guys have said, let me turn the music back on for us. In the comments, I'm going from the bottom to the top. Jeremiah says she did say that he knew how she was, though. He knew. Lo says, salute. Oh, you're talking to someone else. Somebody's talking to Lo. Shout out to Los in the building. Bird Brain, talking about her. He's a trick. That's sad, man. Someone say it's sad. They're not married. he can get an annulment. He said he gave her the ring. He engaged to her. He said, I got engaged to you. He said, but you're not wearing the ring. He said, buddy sounds like Jody from Baby Boy. He does, even his voice too. He said, this is painful. Sit in that chair. Stay strapped to your chair. Don't change this live stream. You guys gonna ride this out. He said, it was the man's fault. She can't cook. Shaking my head. That's $1,200 a month coming from his pocket. He said, wow, this is too much. He said, I would have dumped her. He catching hell like Natalie Wood. I'm catching hell, living here alone. See, so sad. Look at how she's acting. My goodness. What a smut. Yolanda's a liability. He needs to divorce her immediately. Wow, that was absurd. To the streets she shall return. Y'all stupid. Yeah, man. That's theft. He needs to sue her. And yes, it is. It's real. The reason why I showed that video is back to the topic that we were talking about. What type of woman should you not let in your life? The type of woman that has nothing to offer. If all the woman has, and I mean this, if she stood in front of you and God to get married, and all she got to offer is this and this, do you not think that you were sent to this planet for better? She took her ring off. She was more comfortable without having her engagement ring on than having it on. She had no problem with sending another man your hard-earned money. You all just saw it. The question is, you have to ask yourself, or he has to ask himself, what is it about me that would attract a woman to be so comfortable with me, to not cook for me, to talk crazy to me, to send my money out? And then some of y'all may have caught this. He said, that man in jail, he's not going to hold you or caress you. And you know what she said? You don't know what he going to do. Meaning that as soon as he get out, this coochie is his. The question as a man, you need to ask yourself, what is it about you that attracts a woman like this? And I know a lot of y'all sitting back saying, that's not me. That's not me. I've seen you get off the planes and do it. You see how I brought that full circle? I've seen you get off the planes and do exactly what this dude is doing. You feeding the Colombian dude with the money that you making, and you come down here and you sponsor females down here. Some of the females can't even cook down here. Some of them can. But then you still will smash, and you got her in the kitchen. She can't barely cook. She barely make you hot dogs and boil some pork and beans down here in Colombia. But just because she got a big butt, you sitting back, you sitting up there sending photos to different WhatsApp groups and putting them on Facebook and Instagram. And you think we stupid enough that live here are stupid enough to go for it. Don't laugh at this man, because I've seen you guys come down here and do it. And if it wasn't you, it was other dudes in DR doing the same thing. I've seen dudes in DR at 3 o'clock in the morning yelling at the top of their lungs to a pro because the pro did something wrong to them, hurt their little feelings. Try to get some extra money out the dude. Just like this man is yelling at this woman in the States, let's not judge him, because we've seen brothers, our own brothers, in DR, in Thailand, in Colombia, in Brazil, doing the same dang thing to a foreign woman with a 4th grade education. So let's not get judgmental, please, brethren. Let's not do that. My point in showcasing this video and each one of the videos we're going to see is to let you guys know that if you can't get it right in the States, you will bring that behavior to Colombia, and don't be surprised when you get scopolamine. Don't be surprised when she sit up there and lie to you, but she's giving the money to her other man. Don't be surprised when she sits back and she got a story or a scheme or a scam for everything. Don't be surprised if she has nothing to offer you but good head and good coochie. That's it? Wait a minute. That's all you, wait a minute. You telling me for the rest of my life, that's all you gonna give me? And you wonder why Leonardo DiCaprio replaces him every time he can. Because good head and good coochie, it runs its course. As a woman that's going to be in your life for the rest of your life, you got to bring something else to the table, boo, if you're going to be with me. You can't just be pretty and good head and good coochie and you can cook a couple meals. What else can you bring to the table? We're at the table. I'm sitting at the negotiation table. I'm the table. No. I'm not the table. You not the table. We at the negotiation table. I know what I bring. I'm pushing all my cards or all my chips to the center. What chips do you got? And if the chips she got at the poker game of life only adds up to 2 chips, why the are you dealing with her? Now, like I always say, I'm not talking about you guys that's getting off the plane, you just having fun, you on vacation. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you guys that are just, you coming on vacation, you got some party girls. I'm not talking to you. That's totally different. I understand. You just on vacation, you would have some fun. You just doing your thing. You popping bottles. You just enjoying yourself. I'm not talking to you. Enjoy yourself, brothers. I'm with you. I got you. I've been there many a nights, many a day, many a vacation. So I'm with you on that one, brother. I'm talking about you brothers that try to pretend like you coming to these other countries. You think you're going to find a quality woman in Sasua. You think you're going to find you a quality woman in Parque Aires. You think you're going to come down to Cartagena and go to the clock tower where all the pay-for-play pros at, and you're going to find your wifey of the future. I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to all you guys that email me talking about I want a good woman, but you ain't trying to be the type of man that qualifies for a good woman. I want a traditional woman, but ain't nothing traditional about you. That's who I'm talking to. This man tried to use the camera, try to think about what he tried to do. She was wrong, but when he turned the camera to himself, he was like, see America, a good black man trying to do the right thing. No. As soon as he said he was a good black man, I'd be like, bruh, no, you're not. I paid for it. That don't make you a good black man. I bought her. That don't make you a good black man either. I want you guys to hear this. You guys that get off the plane and think y'all good black men, I'm gonna bust your head open. You ready? Just because you spend money, that don't make you a good black man. A good black man is the first person you're gonna look out for as a good black man is you. Many of you dudes in the comments wouldn't have never let a woman like that walk into your life. She'd have never got 4 seconds of it. You'd have never asked a woman like her for directions. You would have never asked a woman like her. Good dudes, please. Good dudes don't tolerate a person like that walking into their lives. He been with her long enough to actually be in a relationship, knowing that she had an ex that's out there that she still loved, knowing that he asked her to marry her, knowing she couldn't cook and still stayed with her. But then you want to qualify as a good man? You one of us? Bruh, you ain't one of us, bruh. Bruh, I'm telling you, I've been a bad man and I've been a good man. And I know when I'm a bad man. And I know when I'm a good man. And the first person that you a good person to is to yourself. Be good to you first, and you can be good to other people. But if you treat you like trash, guess what's going to happen? You're going to draw trashy people in your life to help you treat you like trash. I'll say that again. If you treat you like trash, all you'll do, no matter what country you go to, no matter how many planes you get off, no matter how many times you get that passport stamp, all you're going to attract are people that's going to help you trash you. So the first step is to treat you better while you at home. with the type of women you allow and you don't allow in your life. That's the first step. He said he needs to break off the engagement. Yes. Kick her out. Yes. She doesn't cook. All of this is everything that you're saying is his fault. One thing I can say that was there any part in that TikTok video where she told a lie? Where she tried to lie? Did you notice any part in there? She felt anytime a woman feel comfortable enough to tell you her deep, dark, nastiest truths, that means you mean nothing to her. She sat there while doing her nails. Yeah, you know I can't cook. This is Dante's coochie. And I am sending him your money. You might as well cut that camera off. I ain't going nowhere. Name her lie. Can anybody validate one lie she told? Now, let's talk about the lies we as men tell ourselves about women. This is the problem. This is what's got to come to an end. This is the simping. If you ever want to know symptoms of simping, one of the first symptoms is when we start lying to ourselves about a woman, a particular woman. Oh, she ain't as bad as it seems. Really? The situation is not, oh, Dre, she cool. Really? Anytime you got to justify in your mind something about her, even though nobody's perfect. But what I'm saying is anytime you got to justify that something that everybody else can see and you pretend like you can't see it, you simping. The first person you got to lie to as a simp is yourself, not to anybody else, not to your mama, your friends, your boys. Every person gets the secondhand lie. You give yourself the big piece of chicken lie. We get your chicken wing-ish lie, the small lie when you're lying. You give yourself the big piece of chicken lie. You got to stop that, brothers. If you gonna get off these planes, and you guys that are looking for quality women, and they always talk about passport bros or traveling for good women. If that's what you're doing, first thing you got to do, don't get off a plane simping. Don't get off a plane lying to yourself. If you recognize that that's just a party girl, she's a party girl. If you recognize that's a pay for play, that's a pay for play. Stop trying to put a pay for play in a. Stop trying to make hoes to housewives, man. Y'all kill me with that. Just open up your Superman chest and try to rescue females. Don't do that, man. He's absolutely correct. He's 100% correct. He said, back to the streets ASAP. And guess who's going back to the streets too? Oh, we looking at, my bad. Wasn't I not supposed to say this? You think she going back to the streets alone? I hear y'all all the time. Send her back to the streets. From the streets she cometh, back to the streets she goeth. Got you. Guess who going back to the streets too? Him. How you know? Guess where he found her? In the streets. He ain't found her in corporate America. He didn't find her in church. He didn't find her in the middle of her business deals and negotiating. He didn't find her when she was doing something positive. He found her in the streets. The only way you can find you a woman that's in the streets, you got your ass in the streets. So back to the streets thou goeth. She ain't the only one heading back to the streets, and he'll get another one just like her to tear his life up. And the same thing that dudes come down here to Colombia do. They meet a woman that ain't in the States that ruin their life, and guess what they do? They come down here to Colombia and meet the same quality or same type of woman here in Colombia or in Brazil or in Sicily, whatever you want to call it, Europe. And then you wonder what happened with a woman that you was with in the States. She wasn't. And the woman that you're with here, she can't do. All she can do is, that's it. That's all you. If they were to put her on a postage stamp in the United States next to whatever heroic figure, Snoopy, on a stamp, she just be on a stamp for hope. That's it. Because she gave you fire hit. That's it. That's it. If she ain't had your money, your time, your energy, she wouldn't be worth nothing else on this planet. And don't pretend like that's the first time when you came to Sasua or the first time you went to Thailand that you deal with a trashy woman. No, bruh, you've been dealing with trashy women while you were in UK. When you was in Canada, your women were trashy. So when you left Canada, guess what type of women you met when you was down here in Colombia? To the streets thou goeth. So when we sit back and say, send her back to the streets, you can only send somebody back to the streets where you got them from the streets. And the only way you can get them from the streets if you had your ass in the streets. With your good job, with all your degrees, with all your education, with all your connections. It's brothers that wear suits that belong to the streets. Belong to the streets. So let's not just bring it down on her. My point is that if some of you dudes can't complain about the women in Cartagena that's in the when you meet them down in the clock tower. Because the only way you can meet a woman that's paid for play in the clock tower, you got your happy at the clock tower. You belong to the streets. You got to get over that, bro. You got to get that street side up out of you. He said, yes, I've seen this happen to brothers who travel. Absolutely correct. She wouldn't have had the same energy if he was giving $300 a week to his ex-girlfriend. Here's the kicker. Yes, she would have. She could care less about him. Give your money away. As long as you don't stop me from giving your money away. I'm going to say that again. She could care less about him giving his money away. As long as he didn't stop her from giving his money away. $300 a week to a dude that's in jail. She don't just belong to the streets. That brother in that video belonged to the streets. He said, I've seen it here. Absolutely correct. That woman is filed. No, she ain't. No, she ain't. That young lady is being 1,100% herself. She being all that, like the military just used to say, the army commercials, be all that you can be. That's what she was doing. She knew that this moment in life won't last forever. But as long as I got this fool that's stupid enough to be stupid, I'm going to use him as much as I can. Who else do that? Who else does that to men? The wrong women in other countries. That whole video, you could have transferred it to Colombia, and you could have lined up 50. Each one of us, or all of us, we could have came over with at least 25 or 50 stories of guys that have got off planes in Colombia and did the exact same thing, same mindset that dude had. That's what this whole live stream is about. Men, we got to put an end to the stupidity. You got to have some standards. And it really ticks me off when you guys come down here with that scarcity mindset to a country that doesn't, a continent that doesn't have any scarcity. Bruh, one thing that I've learned about South America, and I promise y'all this, they will never run out of beautiful women. Never. Never, Dre, never. They'll never run out of a beautiful women, ever. Number two, South America, I don't care how masculine United States get, and I don't care how much the feminine movement starts to ease its way down here, you will never outpace the amount of femininity that's in South America. These women are ultra feminine. Even when they argue with you, you feel like you arguing with a woman. Not like in the States where you feel like you arguing with a man. Extremely feminine in South America. You ain't got to worry about a scarcity of femininity in South America. And you ain't got to worry about a scarcity of beauty in South America. That's why when guys ask, hey, Dre, where you meet the good women in South America? Get out here and talk. Talk to people. Dudes will hook you up. If y'all wonder who the hookup artists in South America, men. Men will hook you up, bruh. We got 90 in the live stream. Make sure you guys click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too. I'm telling you, man. So he's back in the streets just like she's back in the streets. Kings of Dreams says, salute big brother Dre. He said, look in the mirror, fellas. I'm stuck with the man in the mirror. He said, don't simp. I'm telling you, the first sign of simping is when you got to tell a lie to yourself. That's the first sign. Anytime I got to lie to myself about Andrea when it comes to something serious, I'm simping. If I got to lie about this woman to myself, not to her, to me, I'm simping. I'm not about to sit up here and lie to myself about any woman. No woman. Especially when if I can't convince y'all, I dang sure can't convince me. If I walked up to y'all with a woman that's not quality, y'all know that I'm a quality dude. I walk up to you guys, you see a woman, let's say I'm not with Andrea, and I'm with a non-quality woman, and I'm lying to myself. I'm lying. And you guys sitting up there looking like, what the? That's Andrea, girl? Like, and you trying to be polite and everything, but deep in y'all mind, y'all like, come on, bro, you simping. In other words, Andre, you're lying to yourself. Everybody see that that's not a quality person. Not at least to your standards of quality, Andre. You better than that, Dre. You deserve better. You didn't fly from across the ocean for that, Dre. So forth and so forth. In other words, the first person you got to lie to when you simping is to yourself. Shout out to Kings. Thanks for the super chats also. He said, take them capes off for real, man. Dudes always want to come down here and be superheroes, man. Like I said, I got it. I'm going to say this again real quick. I get it, fellas. Before we go to the next video, I get it. We're going to help Kings of Dreams tonight, too. Fellas, I understand what it's like to date or be married in the States. Remember, I was married 14 years. Stepdad for 14 years. Great kids, great family, really good woman. Just that she had a destiny and I had a destiny, and it really wasn't working out. And we cool to this day. Wasn't no arguing, no fussing, I ain't gonna do none of that. When I say we literally sat down at the kitchen table, and by the time we stood up, we decided that we were gonna divorce. Was it painful? Yes. But were we being honest? Yes. Would I sit back and say that she was a beautiful, gorgeous, feminine, very supportive, very ladylike? Yes. But was she going on a particular trajectory and I was going on a particular trajectory? Hope I said that correctly. Yes. And it happens with two good people. But I was already, here's my point. Even in divorce, I was already in a habit of only having good women in my life. So even in divorce, the type of person that I was with was not a rah-rah person, even in divorce. So once I'm free, every place I went, I gravitated and I only attracted good women. Only reason I didn't pick one in the States because I was moving outside the States. Didn't know what country yet, but I was moving outside the States. Then I came to Colombia and started meeting other good women. Why? I was already in the habit of choosing good women in the States, even when it didn't work out with a good woman. You see what I'm saying? So now the universe says, here's your wife. another good woman. I'm already in a habit of allowing good women in my life. That's what we all need to be as men. Don't tolerate women because, dude, if I could just get men to realize, if we could get past the big button to smile, we good. If we could get past firehead and look at it for what it is, firehead. Oh my God, Drake, she get firehead. Cool. She get firehead. She don't know how to be responsible for nothing. She don't know how to take care of you. She got 9 kids. She ain't got no degree, no career, no direction in life. She just get firehead. Treat it for what it is. Firehead. Firehead ain't gonna take care of you if anything physically happens to you. Firehead ain't gonna take care of you if raise your offspring to be the best offspring they could be. Firehead ain't gonna do that. Remember I said, we already went down the list. She don't qualify for none of this. All she is firehead. Treat her as such. Learn to be a man about yours and let us treat the particular person that we may be sexually or intimately or physically attracted to as just that. I'm attracted to that person. I smash, but I got to go because you ain't the one. And I may smash it for 6 months, but I'm telling you, I'm still, while I'm smashing you, I'm looking around for the one. We got to stop acting like, man, as men, just because the sex is good, that makes her good. I'm going to say that again. Just because the sex is good, don't make her good for you in the long run. You ain't going to always be that age while you smashing her now. Some of you dudes smashing the hottest chick and you 29. She ain't worth when she hit 39. Don't be with her at 49. You think she ain't no good at 39, wait till she hit 59. But you think because at 29, she all that. And you need to keep this one for a lifetime because she make you feel good at 29. You got to think like, can this chick sustain this? Can she sustain what I need? Because at 29, it's easy to do it. Can you sustain this chick? Can you take care of me for an L, for real? If she can't, dude, treat the smashing for what it is. I'm smashing a 29-year-old until she hit 30, 31, but I got to get rid of her. Ain't nothing wrong with getting rid of her. Ladies, ain't nothing wrong with getting rid of a dude. You coming to another country, you smashing him, don't be Ted McMillan. Waiting to exhale. Do not marry a dude and bring him from Jamaica and bring him back to the States and find out that he's LGBTQ. Okay, no, ladies, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be going to Portugal with the rest of the sisters. Oh, don't think we don't be going, knowing y'all going to Portugal, smashing them African brothers in Portugal. Essence Magazine wrote an article on going to Portugal for black women. Don't make me pull it up. I've read it several times. Women, if you go into another country and you letting a dude break your back in, treat it for what it is. He ain't in love with you. You ain't in love with him. It's just some good sex. When we finally get to the point as people to realize this sex is sex, it's not responsibilities, it's not this person being focused, it's not this person being helpful, it's not this person taking your life to the next level, it's sex. It's sex. You dudes trying to build stuff. I'm gonna build a business with the person I've had sex with. I'm gonna I'm gonna make sure that she did. What are you doing? You in a whole nother country. You ain't do all that when you for a female in the States. I'm gonna build her a house. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Dude, y'all doing too much. Slow down. The sex is good. It is, Dre. It's real good. Treat it like it is. It's good sex. If she a good woman, it's gonna show itself. But if it's just good sex, it's going to show itself. So never try to turn a hoe into a housewife. I'm telling you. Let's go to the next video, guys. Oh, let me go to the super chat. Global Passport says, fellas, I hope you are taking notes. Andre is one of my number one sources for let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Maneuvering through these dating scenes in Colombia, listening extremely close and taking notes. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much for the super chats. I'm telling y'all, guys, if I wasn't here, I'm gonna say this in all sincerity, so I don't come across as Mr. Know-it-all. If I wasn't here, I'd probably be just as naive as a lot of guys. I probably would have simped out on a couple of females. Without a doubt, I would have easily simped out on a couple of females. I probably got my heart broke by now. I would have. Easy. My reason for saying that is I don't know I wouldn't have known the rules that I know now if I didn't live here. Like if I was single and I went to Brazil, I might get got by some chick. I might be thinking like, man, she must love me. After hearing all my dudes that went to Brazil say Brazilian women, to them, physical intimacy is not the we booed up type of thing all the time. But I'm smashing this beautiful Brazilian. We booed up now. She might not be seeing like that. So now my heart might get broke. But that's in Brazil. But as far as Colombia stomping ground, I've been here long enough and traveled to enough of these cities, and I watch it all unfold. I done watch y'all coming off them planes in the airport, man. I see it. Y'all like a deer in the headlights, man. And I'm tired of us being victims, man. Victims of these situations, man. So some dudes end up in body bags going back home. Shout out to the GOAT in the building. This is what white men, he said, this is what white men understand. The minute that the white man had enough of Ebony K, he left her annoying behind. Yes, he did. That's a good call. Like the Kobe brother. 100%. And that's one of the reasons Ebony's mad. Ebony is mad at the brothers who she was with, all those educated brothers that treated for what it was. Ebony, you good for sex. But I'm a lawyer. You good for sex. But I'm beautiful. You good for sex. But I'm educated. I got a television show. Ebony, you good for sex. Well, forget you brothers. I'm going to go over to the white man. Ebony, you're good for sex. But I'm pretty. You're good for sex. But I work on the same television station as you do. Ebony, you're good for sex. Doesn't matter. Just like he said, just like the white man and the black man treated Ebony K. Williams, and now she all bitter, and I wouldn't date a bus driver. Cool. Ebony, guess what? A lot of bus drivers will smash you, but wouldn't date you. She got it up. Just because you're an attorney and you're a lawyer, you got your degrees, girl, that don't mean nothing. There's bus drivers that be like, what? I wouldn't. Ebony, if you ain't got no male friends in your life, hear from your brother Dre. Just because we smash you don't mean we want you. Women, y'all need to spread this rumor in the beauty salons. We will smash somebody we can't stand. I can't. We're somebody that, how many times have we sat back and had somebody with a sassy attitude, big mouth, thinks that she just missed it? We like, I'm gonna break your back in. We don't care nothing about that attitude. You gotta treat me like this. I'm a queen. We let all that just go in one ear out the other, because we know, like, in a few hours, we gonna see who's running things. And how many times you smashed one that had Miss Sassy, Miss Mouth, Miss I'm this, you gotta treat me like this. I got degrees, Miss I'm Miss AKA, and you smashed her and you kicked her out and you ain't never called her again. Get the f out of my house. Men was, ladies, don't never think because we gave y'all the sex that we like y'all. That is a misnomer. That is a myth. That is something y'all should. That is something that y'all should never tell each other. Ooh, girl, we had set. See, women, y'all might not smash somebody y'all can't stand, but men, we'll look at you like okra, and I'm not an okra man. We'll look at you like okra, like we'll look at you like with a condom on. We do not care. Don't never think because we smashing. He said, y'all good for that's it, boo. Sorry. So what you saying is exactly what I just said. That's not true. Well, you know how women always do. Well, my girlfriend, y'all always like to use a one-off story. Ladies, we as men telling y'all that you see all these men laughing, guilty. Smash your doggy style. You ain't gotta look at her at it. Dude, y'all know I always got a story. Dude, it was this one chick. She was Miss Sassy. You couldn't tell her I'm Miss Beautiful. All these men want me. And the brothers did. They all did. Right? In Tampa. Hurricane coming through. Tropical storm. I get a call from Miss Sassy. What you doing, Dre? I ain't talked to Miss Sassy in months. I'm calling about your business. Can't stand her. Couldn't stand her when we was co-workers. Glad she was gone. She called me. I say, I'm doing what everybody else doing, bunkering down for this hurricane. What are you doing? It's a tropical storm out there. I mean, it's rolling. I mean, you know how Tampa and Clearwater is right off of the Gulf. All that water and all that wind coming straight on through. Palm leaves, like palm trees, all like this, right? Don't think Miami the only one that get it. She said, I'm on my way to come see you. I said, girl, you crazy. This female, Miss Sassy, who I couldn't stand and knew I couldn't stand her. She knew I couldn't stand her. Drove through a tropical storm from St. Petersburg. Anybody from Tampa already know that's the other side of the bridge. All the way to my crib in Tampa. Walked through my door, soaking wet. Tropical storm got her in the car wet. By the time she got the car, she was soaking wet just to walk through my door. She came in with that attitude. I'm Miss Sassy. I'm queen of the world. Bruh, smashed her and kicked her right out in the middle of a tropical storm. Get the out of my house. A man will smash even if he can't stand you. Ladies, that's a rumor that you need to spread and not your legs. If y'all knew how many times y'all have been laid down by a man that could not stand your guts. If y'all knew how many times men that could not tolerate, well, we smash men, we can't tolerate it. No. Not on the level that we do. It be times we can't stand your guts. We don't like your voice. We don't like that mousy voice that you might have at times. We might not like that perfume you had on that day. You might come in with a bad, sassy eye. You can't tell me nothing attitude. You might be too mouthy. Whatever it is, we are going to smash you. Even though it may be 10 things about you we can't stand. You can't cook. You don't get along with your mama or your daddy no more. You just smoke too much weed for us, and we smoke weed, but you smoke way more weed than we do, even though I don't smoke. But my point is, dude, story time. Man, I had to get rid of one chick because she just smoked too much weed. She was smoking weed for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She was smoking weed as a snack. Anytime you smoking weed as a snack, everybody else get a brownie or an apple or some ice cream as a snack. Not this one. She like, what's this? This is a snack. I'm like, come on. I was breaking her back in. Couldn't stand her. Breaking her back in. And when I was done with her, I used my famous line. My time in your life has expired. And she was mad. She was like, well, my time in your life has expired. I said, you can't use my line on me. That's my line. I already said it to you. I said, girl, I'm done with you. I said, I don't mess with no weed heads anyway. I said, but you so sexy. I had to break your back in for about a good 2 weeks. So now the 2 weeks are up. So You and your weed can go. He say he ain't savage. That's just real. That's who we are. Yeah, facts. All you guys are saying the same thing. Oh yeah, I put her out in that. I mean, and it was dark too when I put her out. She came. It was like it was still kind of like daylight, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. By the time I kicked her out, it was like about 5:30, 6 o'clock. So it was just getting dark. So she had to drive home to the other side of Tampa, all the way across the bridge. Now you know the ocean coming up on the bridge. She got to drive all across that bridge. And I'm talking about the ocean smashing across that bridge. I mean, the Gulf of Mexico, back to St. Pete. Please. Dude, what? Man, y'all thought Martin used to put them out. Man, listen, my doorknob, bruh, they still wiping my fingerprints off the doorknob of my apartment back in 2000, 15, 16. I was grabbing my doorknob so much, kicking chicks out. Man, please. Listen, just because I smash you, I ain't got to like you. I smashed plenty of them. I couldn't stand their guts. Many of them were the professional, educated. I got my ski-wee. All them chicks, ski-wee. All that bull. All of my AKA, all that breaking their back in and kicking them out. Got my house. I ain't got to like you, Miss AKA, Miss Sorority, to break y'all back in. And a lot of men are like me. I'm sorry. He said, well, be in your guts, but can't stand your guts. I couldn't have said it any better. Shout out to you for the super chat. I couldn't have said it any better. We will be in a woman's guts, but can't stand her guts. That's a good one. I said the same thing. That's my life. Do better. Yeah, I'm like, you can't say the same thing that I said. Because that was my breakup line. You know what, baby? My time in your life has expired. Like bad milk. And so this one female was like, well, my time in your life has expired, so you can't use my line on me. That's my line. Thank you guys for subscribing to our other channel, Travel and Rival. Let's get ready to go to the next video, guys. Now, this video is about a dude. He finds out that his girl is pregnant.
Who you heard that from?
It don't matter. Are you pregnant?
I might be.
By who?
I mean, how could it be you if you ain't even home? You never here.
So wait,
I don't even see you. I gotta call you, pencil that in, to even have time with you.
So you saying you pregnant? It's not mine, and you living here? Why I pay all the bills at?
That's the least you could do.
Are you like mine, Keisha?
That's the least you could do.
What you mean?
You've been neglecting me for a long time.
So you going baby on me? I gotta hear from your record.
How you even hear it from her anyway? Why y'all talking in the first place?
That
That's
don't
what
matter.
I mean. That's the stuff that I be talking about. That's what I mean. It's simple stuff like that. You can't talk to me, but you can talk to her. How that make sense? You think I'm stupid?
You sitting up here with a secret baby. You talking about talking. When was you
It
gonna say
wasn't no
anything?
secret. You just didn't know about it.
So what is that called? A secret.
It's called you was out of the loop. You just needed to be out of the loop.
But you and my we got a whole kid together. Is that my kid?
We could find out. We can call more if you want to call
Keisha, is that
more.
my kid?
We can call more if you want to call more.
So you saying that's not my kid?
I'm saying it's a possibility.
That a 6-year-old is not my kid.
When have you spent time with me? When have you been around?
I'm always working. You be on Instagram always talking.
It makes money. What you mean?
I'm paying everything on Keisha. Like, come on, you for real? And you could just come talk to me or nothing?
I've been trying to talk to you. I've been trying to call you. I've been trying to have conversations with you. I tried to set up date nights. You wasn't worried about it.
It's all
you
good.
wasn't worried about it.
You right.
wasn't
Look, it's
worried.
late night. Ain't it talking? Get your bag and get out.
You really finna do this right now?
Man, what option are you giving me? What you want me to do? Play daddy daycare in here? No, not doing that. You gonna sit up here and lay in the bed while you pregnant? Like, how long was you gonna keep this up? Was you gonna say anything at all?
I mean, Do you sit here and tell me what you doing when you gone all hours of the night, when you don't come back for 2 and 3 days? But you working though, right? You working. Cause what job has you gone for that long? And let me guess, your phone just don't you don't have a charger? Your phone just don't work? Your thumb's broke? You don't have a way to communicate with nobody?
The difference is, ain't nobody telling you nothing, though. You ain't hearing it from my friends. But you on the other end, your friends, yeah, they quick to tell me how you pregnant by another guy.
From your friends because all your friends trying to talk to me in the first place.
Whatever. Man, listen, man. I ain't trying to do all this, got a little boy in there. Get your stuff and get out for real, Keisha. You gotta go. I ain't doing this.
Whatever, you can anyway.
Your job, you here getting pregnant. That's crazy.
Whatever.
Talking about neglect.
Neglect. If you wanted something more to happen, then you should have been here. You should have been here.
Who gonna pay the bills? Huh?
You can find a job where you...
Yeah. He paying all the bills, taking care of a 6-year-old that's not his. Got her pregnant. I mean, she ended up going out and getting pregnant for a bison, an antelope. When I sit back and I say, I understand why when y'all get off the plane in Colombia or Brazil, y'all eyes go like this, because no fat girls around, no obesity, women that look like they care about their health. I don't blame you, bruh. I don't blame you, because she built like the average woman in North America. You can mock all you want, but when statistics show that 70% of all American women are obese, especially 3 in 4 women in the United States are obese. I mean, black women specifically. She's the norm. Don't mock what you got. That's what y'all got back home. That's it. When I go back home, that's what I see in Walmart. That's what I see in the restaurants. That's what I see in the clubs. That's what I see booed up with y'all. I remember one of my closest friends, right? My partner. He still get mad at me off and on because of this to this day. I went back home and I was hanging out, and we was over his house. And we talk about ladies and this and that and that. Good dude. He got the looks. Very professional brother. And I say, bruh, can I say something for real? I said, I ain't never seen you with quality nothing. Because he bragging about all the women. I say, bruh, come on. I say, I'm your partner. I ain't never seen you with quality nothing. Ain't nothing. I say, everything that you brought in and out of your door that I've seen since I've been here, they all come from herds. Anytime your woman look like she belong in a herd, you could put her in a herd of, I don't care what you put, herd of bison, herd of buffalo, herd of cattle, herd of sheep. She looks like she belong in a herd. Even you attractive dudes, even you quality dudes, 70% of the women you got to choose from among the sisters look like that. So when you come to South America, here's the kicker, what I'm about to put in here. When you come to South America and you get the big eyes, pull them back in, bro. Because then dudes start simping. They start overspending, over bragging, over talking. You telling too much. You spending too much. You doing too much. I got you. You ain't used to seeing this type of beauty like in Brazil. Got you. You ain't no Chilean women were like that. They were that fine too, even though they short. Got you. You ain't know that they had sisters built like that in Ecuador. I feel you. You went to Cartagena and found out that they got that many fine Venezuelans in Cartagena. I understand. But that just because the sisters in the States or the women in the States ain't up to par as far as their form or their built compared to women in other countries, that don't give you no right to be the dumbest dude on the block, because a lot of these women that y'all be getting with, many of them, that's how you get got, because you ain't used to being around beauty. I'm gonna say that again. Many of us get caught up in these other countries because we are not used to being around beauty. And I'm gonna tell you something. I wasn't. I'm your boy. I'm your boy. I'm from the States. I was around that 70 dude in my family. My family. We're gonna talk about yours. Mine. I can validate at least 70% of the women in my family in the obese family, without a doubt. My job as a college recruiter, last college I worked for, I can validate that 70% of the women there were obese. That's why the few fine ones was getting all the attention. I can validate that. I went to a football game. I live right down the street from the Bucs Stadium. I went to a football game. I guarantee you, walking to that stadium, 70% of the women obese. So I got you. I'm your boy. I lived in the land of obesity. Indianapolis, Indiana, has been considered off and on for the last 20 years to be the most obese city in the United States. Indianapolis. I used to be around and live in Indy, right in Fort Wayne. Used to live in Indy, Fort Wayne, all that area. Gary, Indiana. So I'm all over Indiana. Man, I'm telling y'all, I understand when you get off that plane and you don't see even if you do see a chick that got weight on her in Colombia, she got curves. You like, she might be big, but goodness gracious, she got curves. And you ain't used to that in the States. You used to bonnets. You used to women that's wearing pajamas in the grocery store and slippers. You used to seeing eyelashes all big and cumbrellas. I got you. But that doesn't give you any right when you come down here and you see this type of beauty to let your guard and your standards down. And that's what a lot of us do. That's why I showed that video. You cannot let your standards down like this dude did. Once again, it goes back to the man, to where, what is it about you that a woman can feel comfortable with cheating on you and having a baby, 6 years later cheating on you and being pregnant again? What is it about you that makes a woman that looks like that, that's not even hot? None of these two women that I just showed you are very attractive women, but they were so comfortable with you to use you. What is it about you that women feel comfortable in the United States that they can use you, talk to you any type of way? Boy, gone. I'm a grown man. You don't call me no boy. Don't you never talk to me like that again. I don't let my woman talk like that. I'm gonna let you talk like that to me? Women ain't got comfortable with saying boy gone to y'all. You know why? Because you let it up. You let it happen. Even if she shouts you down, she know where you stand. See, with me, say boy gone to me again. We can go back and forth for a few seconds. I'm gonna be like, here's what we're gonna do. We ain't about to argue. But I bet you will never say that boy gone to me again. That. Because you won't be in my presence ever again to be able to say something like that. What do I mean? I control the narrative of my life and who's in my life or who's not in my life. If you're not letting quality women into your life in the United States, I promise you, you will come to these other countries and all you will get are bottom feeders. Every time. I've never seen one dude that was with trashy, low life, no good, disrespectful women in the United States, and then come over here and he got a quality woman. Get the fuck out of my face. But she could give good head. Okay. I'm gonna let you roll with that one. Make sure you guys apply for your passport information if you need to. Final, put it up in there. We got Mad Dollars in the building. Bear built type women, and they down here. I mean, they're down there. I'm sorry. They're up there in the States. Yeah. Steve say, that's a land whale. Yeah. Land whale, land shark. Yeah. Got a 150 weight limit. And anytime you got women that know they are not the most physically attractive, but they could treat you as if they were divas. The behavior that she showcased was the exact same behavior that a woman that was a 10 physically, financially, emotionally, and socially would behave. She act like she was on that she had spent her whole life on the arm of Hugh Hefner. Y'all allow women that are trash to talk to y'all any type of way. And then you come to South America and then you allow women that are trash that just so happen to be attractive to treat you any type of way. We got to stop this as men, fellas. That's what you see at Fort Lauderdale Airport. Dude. I always say this about Fort Lauderdale Airport and Miami Airport. Some of you guys that's been in Miami Airport especially can validate this. When you first go to the airport, ain't nothing but regular looking the 70%ers. Obesity everywhere. Loud mouth attitudes. Don't matter if she black or white, or she could be a country girl, or she a country woman, or she could be a sister from a big city. They all big, loud, and disrespectful. And you start walking, you're like, okay, my gait is okay. B93. Okay, I'm way off my gate, so let me start walking. And you start walking through Miami Airport, and it started to get quieter and quieter. And then all of a sudden, when you're in Miami Airport, all of a sudden it starts switching, because it switched from the music starts switching to Spanish. Then all of a sudden, you start hearing more people speaking Spanish, and then all of a sudden, you start seeing the hottest airline stewardess you ever saw. They don't look nothing like them airline stewardesses when you first walked into the airport. Now they look like airline stewardesses that flying to heaven. You're like, was she flying from heaven? And all of a sudden, you start seeing some of the most beautiful, most attractive women in the airport. You must this must be my gate to Colombia. Anybody that's been in Miami Airport flying to Colombia or to Brazil can validate it. When you first go in, you just see all these big American women, and as you walking, all of a sudden everything just starts to change. It gets quiet, because you know Latin people, unless it's sports or they got something serious to argue about, they're kind of like quiet people. So now the other end of the airport starts to get quieter and quieter and quieter, and the women get hotter and hotter and finer, most attractive. You look like, even and you looking at the women that you about to get on a plane with, and you like, dang, oh my God, look at her. Why? Oh, you just looking around. Don't act like I'm the only one that noticed that in Miami Airport when you fly into South America, that it changes as you walk through. Don't act like I'm the only one that noticed that. Every time I look forward to it. I was looking forward to it every time. Yeah, anytime anytime you can corral your woman, you can corral. Anytime you need, like you know how they had the dogs that sit back and they chase the herd. The sheepdogs. Anytime your woman need a sheepdog to corral her, anytime you can use one of those Western ropes to corral your woman, yeah, bruh. I'm telling you, man, y'all dudes need to stop. Hey, once again, guys, for my man Kings and Dreams, make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. He's only 50 subscribers away from 2,000 subs. So tonight, let's make sure that we support him by subscribing to Kings and Dreams channel tonight, man. When you guys get a chance, take a second out, just subscribe to his channel, and shout out to you. He got some great content. And he interviews a lot of ladies just like he interviews men. So he does a great job. Yeah, man. But it's true, Rev. It's true. Yeah. He said overweight. Yep. Oh, way overweight. 80%. Yeah. That obesity. And it's sad, man. It's uncalled for. I understand he got stuff in the foods, but goodness gracious. They got stuff in the food, don't mean that you can keep stuffing food. Goodness gracious. He said that man has a grizzly bear all up in his bed, for real. It's like the opposite of Goldilocks in the Three Bears. And then the little boy got, think about it, I'm a 6-year-old boy. And my mama talking about, let's go. It's daytime. I looked at the blinds and I saw the sunlight coming through in that video. So I was like, okay, so it's daytime. So where in the 6-year-old boy gonna go? But then the mama gonna sell it. Come on, you know how women in the States sell it. They never tell, well, I was cheating on your who your daddy was. He ain't your real daddy, but I was cheating on him, and now I'm pregnant. She ain't gonna tell a 6-year-old boy that she pregnant. She ain't gonna tell that 6-year-old boy the truth. And the only way he gonna find out is when he's like 16, 17 years old, and he come back and catch up with my man, and he gonna be like, why you put me and my mama out? Listen, bruh, you don't know the true story. And so he gonna have to sit down and listen to the true story of his mom. How many of y'all had to sit back? It's somebody that we know in situations like that, whether we got a partner, whether it was one of us, we had to find out the true story about something that our mama did or didn't do at an older age. Because we thought when of course, obvious, when you're a younger man, you think your mama is the next thing to God. So she can do no wrong. That's obvious, most of us. And then you get older and you find out different things about your mama. Your mama was hooked on this or addicted to that. She was into domestic violence when she was younger. Your mama wasn't always a church girl. You get to find out all this stuff when you get older. And you get to find out who your daddy is and I remember when Terrell Owens, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the documentary of the NFL player Terrell Owens, Hall of Famer. He said that in the South, he said there was a little girl across the street. He said, I never met my father. Never. He said there was a little girl across the street that he liked. He said he used to go over there and play with her. He said till one day he came home and his mama sat him down and said, you can't play with her no more. I like her. I want her to be my girlfriend. You can't play with her no more. And he saw her father sitting there and was like, man, what the father hating on me? No, you can't play with her no more. You can't like her no more because that's your sister. Terrell Owens was like, what are y'all talking about? This man right here, this your daddy, boy. Wait a minute. The old man that lives across the street with the cute little girl, the little redhead girl. Yeah, that's your daddy. The whole time with Terrell Owens never thought that he had a father around. His father was living across the street. So when you get older, you find out some grimy stuff that our parents used to do. I know some grimy stuff that came out regarding my dad and mom. I'm like, boy, y'all was grimy. But at the end of the day, you got to always ask yourself, what is it about me that would allow a person like this to be in my life? She was coming up with every excuse in the book. Well, you ain't never here, but da. Yeah, for real. You need a forklift for that one. Let me scroll down toward the bottom, see what you guys have to say. He said, Dre's not holding back. Neither is this chat. Yeah, man. Truth are truths, man. That is so true. He said, I fly Orlando all the time. Shout out to Orlando Airport, man. I like Orlando's airport with the shuttle. He said, now I have a reason to visit family in Miami. Yeah, man, listen, that airport, boy. But like I said, it only changes when you go into South America. You start noticing the change in the women, the figures, the looks, the music, the atmosphere is totally different. But when you first walk in the airport, it's just like regular Miami. And then when you start walking towards the back for your international flight, you be like, dang. Diego said, facts. I go to Florida connection flight to get to Colombia, and they be fine. Absolutely, I'm telling you, man. Okay, I ain't the only one that see that. He say facts about Miami Airport once again. Yeah, man. Shout out to Grego in the building, man. I'm telling y'all, man. It's the funniest thing too, man, because you don't really even notice it, and you be like, man, ain't just about all the fineness is in the back. All the beautiful women are in the back of the airport, and all that monstrosity is in the front. Thank you guys for subscribing to Kings of Dreams, man. Thank you for supporting this channel. We try to get that 50 tonight. We got 93 in here. We're almost up to 100. Make sure you click that like button as well, guys. All right. Shout out to you guys for doing that. Thank you guys. If you guys are interested in consultations, make sure you hit your boy up in regards to the email. If you're coming to South America, we got some great information to share and put you in some great connections as well. Richard said, he said, T.O. mother had got pregnant. Oh, yeah. T.O.'s mother got pregnant with him, and she was the younger mistress of the older married father. Yep. Across the street. The father was cheating on his wife with a younger neighbor. Yep. He didn't even know that whole time. That whole time, man. Yep. Let's get ready to go to the next video, guys.
Lying to me for 11 years, telling me that DJ is my real son.
She been lying for 11 years about the son.
Why you been lying to me?
What have been lying about?
I got a DNA test done.
A DNA saying what?
Saying that he's not my son.
Right, you got to see this video. The reactions will be at the end. Check this video out.
What's up?
What's up is why you been lying to me for 11 years, telling me that DJ is my real son. Why you been lying to me?
What have been lying about?
I got a DNA test done.
A DNA saying what?
Saying that he's not my son.
Let me see this DNA test.
You don't need to see it. I saw it.
How DNA test gonna say?
How you gonna be lying to me for 11 years? Why would you do that to me?
Where's the lie?
The lie is you. You are the lie. You have been lying to me for 11 years, having me believe that my son that I've been raising for 11 years is not really my son. Like, how could you do that to me? Like, what can you say for yourself right now?
What made you get a DNA test?
Because I went through your phone.
And why?
Talking about me, laughing and bragging, telling your friends that I have no idea that he's really not my son. So I went and got a DNA test done. Like, you think I'm stupid or something? Like, how could you do this to me?
You know what?
What?
You had no business going through my phone and getting
You
a
care
DNA
more
test
about
on
me
my
going
son.
through your phone than you lying to me about my son not being mine? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? You care more about being humiliated and me finding out that our son is not really my son and that he has a different father. I sure have, because I thought he was my son. Because you've been lying to me this whole time.
What are you talking about? Does it matter?
It does matter. Are you crazy? What do you mean that absolutely matters? Like, you don't see anything wrong with what you did? You don't see anything wrong with what you did? You've been lying to me. You've been sitting here lying to me for 11. Of course I love him, but I can't. But you guys can't stay. You can't stay here anymore.
Where we gonna go?
I don't know. It's not my problem. 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 You can't stay here. You can't stay here. You can't stay here. I don't know. It's not my problem. I did my job. I did my job. I did my job as a dad. I did my job as a dad. You can't stay here anymore. Y'all gotta go. Both y'all can't stay anymore. No, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Y'all can't stay here anymore. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get y'all house. Y'all gotta go. I can't deal with it. I'm putting y'all out. Yes.
Who's gonna put us
I'm
out?
gonna put you out.
How?
I'm gonna put you out. I will pack your bags myself and put you out of here. I will pack your bags. Y'all can't stay here. You gotta go. You lied to me. You lied to me. You lied to me for 11 years.
And you
For
lied
11 years straight, you lied to me, having me believe that he's my son. No, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta get up out of here. You gotta get up out of here. No, I can't look at you. I can't look at. No, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. No, before I do something crazy, I'm gonna regret.
You can just see the pain in that man's face regarding that situation. There is no blame that we can put on him. He's just a man that was trying to do the right thing. And he said, I just so happened to go through her phone and see her laughing and bragging and laughing about the fact that he's not the father. That happens a lot to guys that come down here to Colombia. You'll go back home because some of you dudes don't like to wear a condom. So she'll hit you up. I'm pregnant. It's either not your child or she ain't pregnant. And then she'll ask you for money to abort. Here you go. Sending 250, 300 down to DR, to Colombia. Oh, I'm going through complications. I'm in the hospital. You sending down another 500 to 1,000. It's all a hustle. Just like that scenario was nothing but an 11-year hustle. 11 years of hustling that man. And then she tried to use a guilt trip on him. And that's what women in South America will do. They will try to use the guilt trip technique on you. Because many of us that are good men got good hearts. I'm going to say that again. What they play on is the fact that you are good men and you have a good heart. And they play on that. So you ain't gonna support us? That's what she said. So you gonna put your son, he already told you, baby, this ain't my son, this ain't my responsibility. You gonna put your son out? How is he? She said, how is he gonna get to school? He said, that's not my problem. He didn't set this situation up. He said that was triggering. He said, I've been there. And I raised a son that I thought was mine for 13 years, and she lied. Her sister told me the truth. They say that when it comes to child support court, 30% of all men that pay child support is not even your child. Fellas, we got to start being a little wiser with our steps. We got to be a lot wiser with our steps. We cannot let the coochie, big button and smile, control our decision-making skills, especially in another country. Like I said, I don't blame him. Just like I don't blame Trey. You thinking that you're doing the right thing, and you find out that it's a completely different scenario. It's something that you had no control over. Just like this gentleman had no control over it. And he was right. The last thing you want to be is in a house with a man that's going through that type of pain. To sit back and say, this is how stupid she was. To sit back and say, I ain't going nowhere. You just do not. One of the things that I think that women in a lot of countries, well, actually in the West, because of laws and things like that, which are good laws, but I think that women have forgotten how strong men actually are physically. I think women have forgotten how strong adrenaline rush and testosterone actually is when it's flowing through a man. If they have never run across a bear, just get the wrong man. And I'm not talking about them TikTok videos where you see some big fat chick beating up on some little 5'8" dude that's like 100 pounds. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a real man like the rest of you guys. I think women, because they're so protected in the States, which is once again a good thing because there's some fools out there. But I think because they're so protected, they have forgotten the physical strength of a true man when you done messed up. The mental limitations that all humans have, male or female, when you done messed up. The Bible says in Proverbs, to tick off a man is like taking fire and putting it to your chest. It is that it says in the next verse, there is no gift that you can give him. When a man is at that state, the Bible says there is no gift that you can give him. You can't give him fire head. You can't give him fire sex. You can't give him a hot meal. You can't give him another child. That when a man is hit his mental limit with a woman, the best thing that you can do is get away from that freight train known as a man. Because yes, the laws can protect you, but ma'am, the laws can't protect you in time. Sometimes they don't get there in time. So at the end of the day, guys, try your best. Get the blood tests or the exams. I know you're happy, shorty being born, but I'm telling you, that hustle is very commonplace down here among foreigners. And you'll be sending money down here thinking that that's your shorty, and that is nowhere near your shorty. And you didn't do a blood test or nothing. So guys, be wise. He said it took 10 months and 2 attorneys to get my name off that birth certificate. And just like I said, when it comes to 30% of men paying child support, it's not an isolated incident. This is not an isolated incident. With Troy, with the second video we watched, and this third video we watched. Be wise with your actions, guys, in the States, so you'll be in a habit of being wise with your actions outside the States. Shout out to Stefano once again. Subscribe to Mostly Money, our other YouTube channel. Let's go to the next video, guys.
Are you serious? You really here packing up a box finna leave because I lost my job?
I am so serious.
We get married in less than a month. You doing
He
this right
lost
now?
his job.
Yes,
And
I
she's
lost my
leaving.
job.
You won't even tell me how you
It
lost
don't
the
matter. I'm
job.
gonna get another job.
It does matter.
You're my future
Do
wife.
you have another job already?
You're my future wife.
We're about to
You're
lose
supposed
the
to hold
house
me
because
down.
you can't support me.
But you're supposed to hold me down.
Well, hold you down.
Through sickness and in health. Through death
You
do us
ain't got no
part.
job. We don't have nothing to hold down.
What you mean? You
ain't
finna
got no
read your
job.
vows you can read your vows in less than a month. What you mean? This is practice right now.
I'm just saying.
And you already did it. Soon as we go through some hard, I lose my job. You already packed up a box finna leave.
No, it's more than that. It's
What
about
is it?
having accountability, taking responsibility for your
So
actions.
you took the ring off?
I did.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you serious right now?
I'm so
I lost my job.
Look,
That's the most selfish. Like what?
all I'm saying is that you lost your job, so right now there's no money coming in. Our savings. ain't
Okay,
coming
you
in.
get a job for right now. Let me figure it out. What you mean?
Why do I need to get a job?
Because
I
what
ain't
you
been working
doing?
this whole time. Now you want to sit up here and try to get me to get a job, and you
Are
just
you?
lost your
I'm saying, but you doing the most.
Are
I
you
can get
serious?
another job. Like what you mean? You
Okay, and
gonna
I'm
leave?
just supposed to sit around here and watch everything get snatched from
And this the
underneath
behavior
us.
from my future wife, y'all. Y'all see this? This how my future wife acting right now. She packing up a
I don't know
box.
what you
I lost my
expected.
job.
I don't know what you expected.
Are you
because
serious?
You've been having issues, and you've been saying
I've been having issues.
Yeah.
Now all this coming out. What about your issues? Huh?
We're not talking about me.
I'm
You
still
the one
having
that
an
lost
issue
your
right now because you
job.
packing up a box finna leave
Well,
because I lost
look.
my job.
Are you gonna carry this?
Are you serious? We
I'm
getting
being
married in less
serious.
than a month. So you're gonna cancel the whole marriage. I lost my job.
I don't see how we could fix this.
What you by
I feel
getting
like-
another job? It's simple.
Because how we gonna
That's
finish
what I was
paying for
thinking,
the
Andrew.
wedding?
What
She
you
did him a
mean?
favor.
Everything gonna be taken care of. You supposed to have my back through sickness and health, through death do us part. This ain't it right here. You trying to pack up and leave because I lost a job? That's crazy.
Look, I can't keep doing this. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. I done asked you to have accountability for your actions.
Yeah, keep
and
putting
you don't want to do
keep
that.
putting that hat down. Hide your identity because the world gonna see this right here.
'Cause you
This
don't
who I was
need to
supposed to
be
be marrying
all
right
up in
here.
my business
This the
like
woman
that,
I was
yo.
trying to marry, but that she over there
Stop
packing the
playing
box,
with me.
thinking,
Stop
you know,
playing
I
with
lost
me.
my job. That's
Stop playing with
crazy.
me because you know this is just the
And then you
last
took
straw
out,
of some
where's
other
the ring
stuff.
at? Where's the ring?
It's gone.
It's going
You
where?
can have it back. You gonna need to
Where is
pawn
it?
it to get some money because you ain't got no
I'm
job
gonna have to
now.
pawn it, really? How about you go pawn in that box before you leave?
No.
What you mean?
Because I want my stuff and I'm gonna take my stuff somewhere where I could be supported.
And this the
loved.
woman I was finna get ready to marry, y'all. This is crazy right now. You really doing all this 'cause I lost my job today.
acting all
You like I've been,
surprised.
you like I've been unemployed for a year or something.
You acting all surprised.
What
But you
you-
just came in here out of nowhere talking about you lost your job and you can't even tell me how.
So you really finna pack your stuff and leave because of
I
that?
gotta go. You see me struggling.
So we
you
not
need to
get-
put that camera down and help.
So we're not getting married. Because I lost my
When you
job.
think about it, if you have
Are you
another
serious?
job before the date, then maybe.
If I have another job for the date, so this
Do
your,
you have any
this your
prospective
solution.
jobs?
This your solution right here.
I think
we won't try
this
to
is
figure
what's
nothing
gonna work
out.
best. I'm gonna go and stay with my people where I need to go. And
Who
then
your people?
Don't worry about it.
What you my wife, my fiance? What do you mean? Don't worry about it. That is crazy.
Okay.
Where's my ring at?
Find
You
it.
keep shrugging your shoulders. Where's my ring
Because
at?
I'm trying to
It's in that
go
box.
and you
It's in that
stick
box.
yourself.
It's in that box. You better have the ring in that box.
My goodness, man. We some broken brothers, man. I ain't gonna even lie. We are some broken brothers. I wish I could put it another way, but it is what it is. We are tolerated. We are too tolerable. Like, he fighting over this. Did y'all, let's look, come on, fellas, let's be real. Let's look at the caliber of women we've looked at in each one of these videos. And these men are fighting tooth and nail, clawing for these women. When God is giving you an out, sometimes you be like, God, if I can get out this relationship, boy, I'm good. Sometimes God will give you an out, and you still trying to drag yourself back into that situation as men. How many times have we been, God has given us an out. We out the relationship. We good. And a few months later, we back in that same chick's bed. Sometimes God give you an out and you still go back into that situation. So let's say a few years later, something happened and she don't show the quality of woman that you expected her to be when something went down. That's on you. Because you didn't take the outs that God gave you 4 years ago when y'all first broke up. Sometimes you got to take the outs. I know it's going to hurt. Take the outs. When I sat down at the kitchen table with my ex, I had a choice like that dude. I could try to convince myself and lie. I could try to, once I lied to me, I could convince myself to lie to her that this going to work. We both knew it wasn't working. For a couple years. Or I could follow what God was giving me at that kitchen table and take the outs. And I took the outs. I didn't go back. I didn't go back smashing. I didn't go back trying to holler. None of that. Because I took the outs, I was able to put my life in a position to clean up some of the old Andre, because I didn't want to bring him to South America. Come to South America, meet a quality person. Why? Sometimes you got to take the outs, even if it's painful. Take the outs. We always clinging on somebody, just clinging. Where you going? Where you at? Man, listen, when she sat back and said, you see me struggling, help me out. Man, listen, I'd have been tossing boxes out, walking down the stairs. Baby, you ain't got to walk down the stairs with that box. As soon as she handed me that box, I'd have been throwing that box out the window. You can go downstairs and get your shit. It wouldn't have been a sign of her presence. I'd have been scrubbing floors and walls. I'd have been anointing water. I'd have had a priest come through, just anointing. I'd have had a shaman and a guru come from the mountaintop and fast and pray over my apartment. Any signs of her presence. I'd have had professional ghost hunters come through, hunting for ghosts of her presence in my apartment. Not once iota of her presence would have been left in my apartment. But most men don't know how to do that. And so since you don't know how to do that in the States, remember, this episode is about what type of women to not have in your life, especially when you traveling. If you let these type of women in your life in the States, I know what type of women you letting in your life out of the States. That's why y'all be falling in love with them chicks in Sasua. And don't be lying and saying that y'all just smashing them. It's a lot of y'all be trying to wife up Sasua chicks. A lot of y'all be running down to Cartagena trying to wife up Cartagena chicks that ain't wifey material. A lot of y'all come to Cali, y'all swear Medellin is, I done found my boo in Medellin. You didn't have quality in the States. You didn't want to man up and talk to yourself about it. And then when you come to Colombia and you ain't getting quality, you want to blame all Colombian women are bad. Ain't nothing right about Colombian women. Man, forget them Colombian women, man. They all want money. They all want to use you. They all want to... No. Do you notice that you quoting everything that you said about American women to yourself? They all want money. They all want to use you. Ain't none of the women any good. Those are the same quotes you used before you ever landed in Colombia, before you ever landed in Brazil. You was using them same quotes about American women, not realizing the American women that you choose are the ones that ain't no good, that are users, that are vindictive, that are mouthy, that are rude. The ones you choose, just like in every one of these scenarios, each one of them dudes chose a grimy chick, a scammer, a hustler, a cheater. Each one. I bet you if you bring each one of those dudes down to Colombia, at least 4 out of 5 of them would choose the same type of chick that they were dating in the States. Bet that, because I see y'all do it all the time. All the time. Y'all get bottom feeders in the States and y'all come to Colombia, or y'all go to Brazil, or y'all go to wherever, and y'all get bottom feeders in Thailand. And then you want to blame all the women. Ain't no good women in Thailand. Ain't no good women in New Zealand. Ain't no good women in Europe. Ain't no good women in Africa. Ain't no good women nowhere. The only common denominator is you, but there's never any good women. There's no good, all Colombian women like that. And I'm looking like, man, all the ones you quit like that. Yeah. I'm just saying, fam. Shout out to Jay in the building. He said, what I learned is that you have to accept responsibility for the women you pick. Correct. God was giving this dude the outs, the true outs. Let her walk out the door. We supposed to get married next month. Dude, I wouldn't have been talking about no marriage next month. None of that. You want to go? Go. That's one less liability. That's one less mouth. That's one less mouth I got to worry about feeding while I'm broke. It's one thing to take care of myself while I'm broke. It's another thing to have to take care of a wife or fiance while I'm broke. She helping me out. Leave, chick, go be somebody else's liability. Because if you ain't got no job, it can't help me out. You got to go. We men, we'll eat ramen noodle soups until we get another job. We good. Ain't no problem. We know how to rob Peter to pay Paul to flip our bills until we find us another job. Ain't no problem with that. We're going to find something eventually. We good. But if I got to find something eventually and feed you, that's more pressure on me. Listen, if I lose my apartment, I'm a man. I can sleep in my car and eat ramen noodle soups until I get another job. I'm good. I'm cool. I can sleep on my boy's couch until I get back on my feet. I ain't got no problem with that. I can sleep in my mama's basement. I'm good with that. I can sleep in a damn hammock. I'm cool with that. I'm a man. I'm used to surviving on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I'm a man. Ain't no problem. But if I got you to take care of and me, nah, boo, that's all right. You can go. I was going to put you out anyway. I can't afford you and me. You got to go. That's a hookup. She giving him a hookup. Sometimes in life is trying to give you a hookup, fellas. When life tells you, you know what? It ain't gonna work. The woman who you met in that other country, it just ain't gonna work. That's a hookup. It might hurt, but you getting hooked up by life. Life looking out for you. Some of y'all need to take a drink and say, you know what? Here's to life. Good looking out for me. All them times I thought that I knew everything. Thank you, life, for showing me the way. I appreciate you, life. I appreciate you very much. Salute, life. Salute. Life done hooked me up many a times. Let's get ready to go to our final video. He said, brothers, if you have kids, file for a file for it yourself, meaning the blood test. He said, if you have kids, file for it yourself. If you live with, they live with you, let her get visitations. I did. He said, I did it like that. Just let the mama get visitation. Single father mode. Shout out to single fathers. Shout out to you single fathers, man. Found another woman who was childless in a 15-year relationship. Bada bing, bada boom. Life gave him the hookup. Shout out to Riches. Life gave him the hookup. Shout out to Will in the building. Get a passport and run to the airport. Run. You guys are funny. American woman, stay away from me. Yeah. American woman, stay away from me. I'm with you, brother. Shout out to you. Let's hit this last video. This last video, man, it's funny. It's about this chick. She tried to get her hustle on off of the dude. Let's hit it.
You are crazy. So it's really guys out here really like ditching off coins for you right now.
Yeah, it's like you.
Like me, stop it, stop it.
It's like you.
You gotta show me that then.
What I gotta prove.
You gotta prove that because I don't think it's actually really doing that though, to be honest. I feel like you're full of cap right now.
I think you'll give me anything I want.
And why is that?
Because I look good.
I mean, you do look good though, but it ain't enough though. There's a lot of women that look good out here, right?
Not like me though.
I like you,
I
huh?
can do a lot.
I like you really confident though. I like that though. You do a lot. So what can you do?
Well, I give good head. Anything you want, baby.
What else? You said good head, but what else though? Like,
What do you mean? What else? That's all I got. That's all I got to offer. You
That's all you
get
got to
anything else?
shit ain't enough for me. You know? Like that right there, and definitely not like a lot of girls can do that. Like, actually, every girl can do that. Give out good head and give for real. That ain't nothing. I like you.
Island.
Oh, island.
Yeah. I'm real Caribbean.
Oh, yeah? You from the Caribbean? Oh, okay.
I can give you what you miss. I don't think you've been getting it from these.
So let's do, like, since you really about that, then let's do less talking, more action, then. You feel me?
Okay, so what you trying to do?
I'm trying to see what the head be about, then. So you be saying all that, though. You feel me?
Okay, so pay up. Like I said.
Pay up. Come on,
pay me
man.
for my
Stop.
time.
I don't pay for. You feel me?
Well, I do it for free, so you
No.
must be with the wrong.
Nah. If you're not, it's actually the right bitch. You know what I'm saying? Just not trying to get money out of me. You feel me? Like you should want a guy to want to just do it, not because you just asking for it. Like, you feel me? I'm one of them type of guys. You feel me? Let me just do it because I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just relax. Let me teach you something. You feel me?
I could teach you a few things.
A few
so,
things.
I
Like
mean,
what?
You know, like what? So what you trying to do?
You real touchy though. Like you throw me out for a little bit. I told you I'm trying to see what it is. You touch me, but you playing though. At the same time.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I showed you what I give, so you either take it or
You ain't
leave
show
it.
me nothing. You told me. You ain't show me literally nothing.
So what you want to do?
I said
You
I'm.
know, your car's tinted. We could do
Yeah,
something in here.
we do something here.
Yeah.
So what's up? Then?
So what's up?
I don't stay too far though. He could probably slide to the crib. You know.
Yeah.
Just
Show you
gotta be
what that's
about.
about.
So you single though, right?
Not gonna be that. What you talking about?
You got a man? So you got a man?
I got a whole man.
Wow, how long y'all been together?
5 years.
So you got a man and you in the car with me?
Yeah, because.
So you a cheater?
Money. Don't got money.
So you just told me that you talk to guys that got money. If your man don't got money, why are you with him then? Cause you say you only talk to guys that got a bag, right? So what's really going on? Like, you trying to play games? You trying to run up on me? Like, what's up? Like, what's going on?
Ain't nobody trying to play games. Like, I'm just trying to, give you what you asking for, and you give me what I'm asking for.
So you got a whole, man, to be honest, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't like to come between relationships, you feel me? I don't like to break up no happy home, you know. It's not me. So I wish you would have told me this beginning. I wouldn't even let you get in my car, to be honest. So you got a whole man, like, that ain't right, to be honest. You got your whole man.
Let's skip that.
Nah, why what you mean skip that?
I don't got a man anymore. I was just bluffing.
So you was bluffing now, so you a liar.
I was just
what it is, you got a man or you do got a man? What's one, like?
I was just trying to show you I'm a girl that.
So which one, you got a man or you don't got a man? Like, be honest, like, we're grown adults here.
I don't have a man, boo.
So you don't have a man?
No,
so you lying to me in my face right now. After I gave you another chance, after that little energy you put off earlier on the sidewalk, I gave you another chance, you know what I'm saying, to redeem yourself, and you still, like, this up right now. Like, what's up?
Yeah, I don't have a man.
So you don't have a man?
Because I want this.
Oh, so you want this? So you want me? Why me, though?
Because you seem cool. And you got money, and that's all that's on my mind.
How you know I got money, though?
You got this car. I mean, where you get it from?
I mean, it could be a rental. Can even be mine.
Go look at your chains.
None of this can be mine, you know what I'm saying? You can't judge a book by its cover. You feel me?
Show me your bank account. You guys cash at me 100,000?
Silly. You are silly. Like, this how your females act in Connecticut, though? Like, what's really going on?
I don't know. Maybe I'm the worst. This is how we get down.
This how I get down, huh?
We get what we want and we bounce. Get that head, get that bread, and leave.
Oh, yeah. See, that little more, whatever you got, that's not gonna fly out with me. I'm actually not see though. You can get stepping because you wasting too much of my time, and I gotta handle some business. And you give me too much of a gold digger vibes. Yeah,
I'm not trying to get out of here.
You gotta get up out of here because I got somewhere to be. Yeah, I don't have gold diggers in my car, to be honest.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. If you don't got $1 million, I don't want you.
Yeah, all right, get your gold digger on somewhere. And think about the you said too.
Bye.
Yeah, all right, peace out. Yeah, tripping, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't with no gold diggers, y'all. Not at all.
We sit back and we shake our heads and we kind of look with with disbelief. But then at the same time, we get off planes and we let women with that same behavior pattern have the audacity to walk up to us in Parque Yeras, walk up to us in Cartagena. Those same type of women walk up to us in Sosua, Santo Domingo, Santiago, Thailand, Pattaya, in Vietnam, all in Portugal. Those same type of women walk up to us while we're in Europe. And we don't respond like he did. We respond the opposite. We opening up our wallets. We bragging about what we got back home. There's so many women in South America that know your story. You bragging about what you got, what you own, what you drive, where you work, what you established. And then you wonder why these women in South America look at you like a wallet, like an ATM machine. Because you doing just like he did. Started off with the flat car. But instead of the flat car, you started off talking and telling too much. Sometimes we as men who travel, we talk too dang much. We don't know how to be humble. Yeah. Calling out the trick zones. Like I said, this video tonight was not dedicated to guys that go to different countries and you just out to have fun. Have fun, guys. This topic was not for you tonight. You pay for play, brothers. This was not your topic. Dudes that go to different countries, you strip club, you popping bottles. You on vacation, you having fun. I got you. I understand you. I'm with you. I'm talking to the dudes that's trying to turn hoes into housewives in other countries. I'm talking about dudes that a lot of times you don't meet Andrea because I met your girl. That went over some dude's head. Let me break it down. Some of y'all have never met my wife going out to lunch, going out to dinner, hanging out. You know why? Because when I met you by myself and I saw the quality of woman that you have, you'll never meet my wife. Not with that on your arm. I'm funny style about a lot of stuff, but I'm ultra protective about my wife. And not everybody meet my wife. When you met Andrea, you good people. You good people. Believe you me. You good people. And you might be a good dude that didn't get a chance to meet Andrea. Shout out to Will, hanging out with me and Andrea. But if I see you with something trashy on your arm, you ain't got to worry about meeting my wife. And you barely worry about meeting me. Some of y'all pull up with some of the trashiest, filthiest, no good women. What the? It'll be times me and Andrea just look at each other. We be like, and we look at each other. Do you see this? You got to learn how to kick them out the car when you come to South America. You got to learn that when you meet women that ain't your caliber or what you deserve. Now, again, if you just here to party and just have fun and enjoy the beaches, and you a different caliber. I'm with you, brothers. You guys are just on vacation mode. I am 1,000% with you guys. Be with whoever you want, have your fun. You only hit 10 days or 5 days. Have fun, man. Do your thing, bro. Go to all the strip clubs, go to all the brothels and enjoy yourself. I ain't mad at you, brothers. But all you dudes is coming down here and you think you about to turn that nasty thing that live in Barrio Zone 1 or Zone 2 just because she got a fat butt and she can get fire head and she licked your booty hole and you think that you gonna make her into a wife? You got another thing coming, bruh. I done seen so many dudes get hustled by some of the finest, brokest, filthiest, nastiest chicks. Ain't washed their body in 2-3 days. And you sit just licking the split. You sit up there going down on pay for play chicks, knowing that she pay for play. Knowing there's been at least 5 dudes in between her legs that day before you got off that plane, but you still giving her fire head anyway. Don't sit up here and try to pretend like it don't happen, because we all know some dude that came down to one of these countries and did something filthy, something strange with his change. Don't be trying to turn no heifer into a housewife, fellas. I'm gonna say that again. Just like there's a time in life in the States, you got to know when to kick them out. I started this when I was saying that I was like Martin. I have no problem. Never had to this day. I had never had a problem. If you think, dude, I've kicked women out of my place when it was a snake right there in the front porch. Snake. What, you got to get the heck up out of here before that snake come out here. You gonna kick me out while it's a snake out there? Shoved her right out there, right where the snake was. You got to get up out of here. You in them heels. You better use one of them heels to beat that snake back. I've kicked them out in snowstorms. I've kicked them out in fog. Anybody from the Midwest, see you New Yorkers and all you Florida folks, y'all don't know no real fog. All you Midwest dudes, you Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, all you Ohio dudes, Iowa, Wyoming, all you Midwest dudes, we know what real fog is, where you can't see nothing. You can't see that side of the road, that side of the road. Ain't no twisting, no turn. You can't see nothing. We talk about driving through fog at night. All you Midwest dudes that's raised in the fog, I've had chicks I've kicked out in the fog. I got standards. That dude in that car, even though it was a prank, for the gold diggers, the dude was showcasing standards. My point is, when you come to these other countries, the thing that's gonna get you got the most or is gonna rescue you the most, you gonna either have standards or you not. And as soon as you let your guard down, or as soon as you let your standards down here in South America, I'm telling you, these vultures will get you, dude. These women down here, I'm talking about the wrong women, they are like vampires, dude. And as soon as the sun go down, you getting got. And I love all you brothers that can't nobody tell to you. You the easiest victims. All you dudes that's listening right now that can't nobody tell you nothing. I've been to Colombia. I've traveled. Andre, you can't tell me that I've been traveling since 93. You the easiest ones to get because you let your guard down faster than anybody. You the easiest victims. All you dudes that's been traveling, I've been in the military for some. All you dudes that talk like that, you the easiest ones to get. The easiest ones to drug, the easiest ones to rob, the easiest ones to get kidnapped, the easiest ones to get your body shipped back home because you think you know every dang thing and you don't know. Colombia in 93 or 2003 or 2010, when you first start traveling, that ain't Colombia no more, bruh. It's a completely different dynamic. It's changed, bruh. These women are coming with a brand new bag of tricks. So all that bragging about where you been and what you doing, if you had any sense in your head, Mr. Military, you would learn to find out what's going on in the terrain, what's going on in this country, since you ain't been to Vietnam since 2010. The Medellin that I was in 2016, 17, that one's gone. It's gone. I gotta learn. If I was single, I had to learn a whole new Medellin, a whole new one. But the one thing that I can take with me, my standards. Brothers, I'm telling you, your standards will keep you out of a lot of bullshit. As soon as this female show you a sign, buy me a cell phone, up, you got to go. If you want this, like the female said, I give you some head for a little bread. What? You got to go. Some of y'all so antsy to have some sex in foreign countries that you F up. I said it. Some of y'all ain't never had no Colombian coochie. This like your first or second trip, right? Some of y'all ain't never had no sex with a Dominican woman. I got you. Some of y'all ain't. You live in states where there are like, what, 5 Brazilians? I got you. So when you finally get to Brazil, you don't know how to act. You just let all your inhibitions and your guard and your standards down. I see you. But here's the part. Don't bitch when it all goes sideways. Deal? Can we do that? Can we make a deal? All you guys that know everything, can't nobody tell you nothing? All you guys that sit back, you've only been to these countries once or twice, and you so thirsty. All the super simp dudes. All you dudes that are attracted to bottom feeders. And all you dudes that sit back and not walk in the quality of man who you actually are. When it comes, like I said, we're not talking about the party when we're going out and we're going to these countries and partying. That's a completely different thing. I'm talking about when you talking about you looking for a good woman. If you fall in one of these categories, you simping for a good woman. You partying for, you trying to pretend like you partying for a good woman. You overspend and trying to find a good woman. You talking too much trying to find a good woman. If you doing all this stuff and you ain't listening to nothing that none of us YouTubers are saying, when Flyboy Way try to give you the right steps to take, Kings and Dreams try to give you some interviews and some information on what to do, Richie Mack, Russ from Tailor Made Dreams trying to give you some insight. You ain't listening to none of us. Got you. But when it goes sideways and you get drugged, don't bitch. Don't bitch about Colombian women. Don't bitch about women in DR. Don't bitch about Thailand. Don't bitch about Singapore. When it goes sideways, since you don't want to listen to nobody and none of us are our advice, and we've been talking about these same issues and topics for years, since y'all don't want to listen and you want to end up on DC Rob's channel in a body bag, don't bitch when it goes sideways. That's all we saying. That's the only part that gets to us. The fact that you got, okay, cool. Every man get got at one point in time in life. We ain't tripping on that. The fact that it happened overseas, okay, cool, okay, all right, got you. The part that we as content creators that care about you are tired of, when after you get robbed, you bitching. After you wake up 2 days later after getting drugged, or 10 hours later, you bitching. After you done overspent your budget on some chick, and now you got to borrow some money from Tailor Made Dreams to make it back home, you bitching. Nah, bruh. Ride it out. Suck it up. Be a man about it. You know everything? Got you. You think your chick is the one? Cool. But if that goes sideways, don't bitch about it. You was a man when you knew everything. Be a man when it's time to take responsibility. Suck that up. And learn from it. That's all you can do, is just learn from it. Will said, I'm going to come to some of these comments before we head out. Will said, I had a brother to tell me that he didn't believe what I was telling him about how to be safe, and they tore his ass up. Then he called me and said, now he's a believer. EMB always getting good information. He said that the adage exists, that common sense ain't so common. Oh, the adage, I got it. The adage exists, common sense ain't so common. Facts. Don't complain because you got caught up, because you done got caught up. Don't do that. Man up, ride it up, ride the whole. You was man when you got off that plane. Couldn't nobody tell you nothing. You was man when you sat back and you went into that brothel, or you didn't go to the brothel. You went into Parque Yeris. You was man when you sat up there and said, "This my boo," because y'all been smashing for 4 days. You was man before you took the sip. Be a man when you wake up 10 hours later and all your gone. Be a man about it. Ride it out. Don't cry. Don't cry now. Oh, don't cry now. When you sat back and you watched all those. How many times have we watched Tailor Made Dreams video and he said, I told the dude, and he asked him, he said, do you watch my videos? DC Rob says that too. He'll ask somebody when he's interviewing them after they get got. DC Rob will say, do you watch my videos? Yes, but, and every dude got that excuse after that conjunction. But, yes, Tailor Made Dreams, I do watch your videos. But, yes, DC Rob, I do watch your videos. But, yes, Flyboy Way, I do watch your videos. But, everybody always want to watch all the information, do all the consultations, get everything that you need. And as soon as you get off your plane and you see these beautiful South American women, everything that we said don't mean nothing. Cool. Got you. We understand. But don't bitch when it goes sideways. That's all we saying. Swerve Society, shout out to you, man. I've been following you. Actually, I've been binge watching your shorts and your videos, man. Good channel. When you guys get a chance, man, subscribe to Swerve Society, man. He just did one with the guy who just got married. You do a lot of wedding ones. I like the ones where you do with the weddings. So shout out to you, bro. Swerve Society. And that name. I ain't never got a chance to tell you, man. I love that name, bro. I love it. I love it, bro. Hey, Swerve Society, let me know if you got Instagram too. Let me know if you have an Instagram. I'll follow you on Instagram too. But yeah, I'd like to get you on the show one day too. So hit me up. Hey, Swerve Society, and this right here is my email address. Even if it's not for consultations, just hit me up so we can get together and probably do a show together, man. I'd like to have you on, man. You're a good dude. Greg will say, yeah, but yep, they do. Yeah, but you would get robbed and deleted every time. I kid you not. DC Rob, you be rolling. DC Rob say, well, do you watch my videos? He said, I watched them all, but. And it'd be like every time you go to any video that DC Rob has done with an interview, and he'll ask that question. So do you watch my channel? Do you watch my videos? Yeah, but so you're watching Life with David in Medellin. Yes. You're watching DC Rob do Medellin videos. Yes. You're watching Razor Ray report about Medellin. Yes. And you still think that you can get off the plane and you're an anomaly. You can just put your common sense back in your bag. You ain't got to use it, but the rest of us do. Like I give y'all a common sense that I started off the live stream with before I let you guys go. I said that the easiest lick in Parque Lleras is a black man walking through Parque Lleras. In El Poblado, Medellin, Colombia. I mentioned statistically that is not the areas where there's not that many African Colombian populations, and some of you guys can validate this. Compared to other cities, Medellin does not have the largest Afro-Colombian population. There's a lot, but not a lot. The few black people that live there can afford El Poblado. You got to realize El Poblado area is zone 6. It's one of the most, as I mentioned before, it's one of the most expensive locations to get an Airbnb or a house or apartment in all of South America. We're talking about including Rio and all those other, in all of South America, it's in the top 3 most expensive locations to be. El Poblado, Medellin, Colombia. Most Afro-Colombians cannot afford to be there. That's why you don't find too many Afro-Colombian women walking through there unless they're pay for play. They're not coming. It's not a bunch of Afro-Colombian women walking through. Hey, girl, we about to party. No. Ain't too many Afro-Colombian girls' nights in El Poblado unless it's pay for play. Unless you a dude that is a black security guard, or you work at one of the hotels, restaurants, or work in the bar, you ain't gonna see that many black patrons in El Poblado. So when they see yo black walking down the street with you and your boys minding your business, you stand out like a sore thumb. Why? Because ain't nobody black for the most part can afford to be in this area. So if you ain't cooking and you ain't security and you ain't washing dishes and you don't work in this bar, what are you doing down here? You got money. Get them, girls. I just gave y'all that game, right? Y'all still gonna take y'all down there. All of beautiful Medellin, all the clubs that you can go through throughout the whole city, it's still gonna be somebody in this live stream that's gonna tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Go tell me that my stats are off. Gonna tell me, no, it's a regular Afro-Colombians don't hang down there. You'll find a few hit and miss, yeah. But for the most part, you ain't gonna see no gang of Afro-Colombians in Parque Aires unless they out there hustling. They out there selling you something. They out there working. They out there pay for playing. But you ain't seeing no Afro-Colombian Patreons. And you ain't gonna see 10 Afro-Colombians that just coming down to El Poblado, one of the most expensive areas in all of South America, spending money like that. No, they see you spending money like that. Get them, girls. And after I just gave you this game, you still gonna tell me, F. Andre, he don't know what he talking about. I'ma still go get my Airbnb in El Poblado. Even though El Poblado is a small section of all of Medellin. I'ma still party in Parque Aires. Even though they done told the pay for play, you gotta move down the street. If you think you don't see that many black people in Parque Aires now that they've moved all of pay for play to the next park, watch how you don't really see no black people down there unless they working. Now somebody stop me if I'm lying. Medellin ain't got that many black people as y'all think they do. Well, I saw black people here. They got black folks, but not black folks that can spend money in El Poblado. And as soon as they see you, get them, girls. But y'all gonna do what y'all want to do. But if you want more information, you can reach out for a consultation. I can help you guys out. No, we'll keep you safe and alive. For real. No, the word no. Grego, man. You know how much trouble I have stayed out of when I was in Medellin because I said no. And I said no to like chicks that were like runway models. No, that's all right. No. Or I got somebody. No, I'm tired. No, I don't feel like no. No, thank you. No, I was king of no. You right. I'm not about to smash in El Poblado when I can go to True Life, the brothel, and smash chicks just as fine and as safer. I was a brothel dude. See, you dudes just I gotta go to the clock tower. I'm going to see y'all nasty. Cool. I ain't mad at you. Me, I'm getting in I had my drinks. I'm feeling good. Getting me a taxi that I ordered or an Uber that I ordered. I'm going to True Life. I'm going up in there. 25, 30 fine women coming through. I want her. And I want her. I already know what the price is. We're already up there, so I already see the price. The women gonna come through, introduce themselves. I go have my fun, clean myself up, take the shower, pay my bill, walk down the stairs. I already have my Uber or taxi waiting. I go back to my Airbnb or hotel. I did everything that you doing with no danger involved at all. The brothels got security. They got the madam. I don't have to negotiate. Ain't nobody arguing over no price, no nothing. Condoms are right there. And I can bring condoms. I can pick and choose from the most gorgeous ones. While you still sitting up there in El Poblado, hoping nobody scope you. That's how I was doing it. Y'all lazy. Y'all too antsy. Y'all ain't patient enough. I'm patient enough to at least get in a taxi or Uber and go to some brothels. You'll never see me on the streets. No. You'll never see me pick up nothing from no club. No. After I'll dance with them, party. Hey, I'm if I get a drink, I'm buying a whole new drink. Straight to the brothels afterwards. Can we go to have a good time with you? Just like Greg will say, no. Where you going? I'm going to a brothel. You can be with me. No, that's all right. They are all in the outskirts. Yeah. Yep. The brothers and sisters all on the outskirts. Most black people in El Poblado are American foreigners in my experience. Thank you, EMB. Thank you, Grego. But won't nobody listen to us, fellas. They'll still take their butt down there to El Poblado because they saw it on the YouTube video, and they'll stand out like a sore thumb. How you walk, your American black man swag, that's completely different. And it's subconscious. Our walk is completely different than how Afro-Colombians walk. We walk with a completely different swag. They can tell just from our walk, like, oh, he ain't from here. He ain't even from here. I can tell. Your shoes, them bright, shiny, brand new Jordans, they ain't never even seen nothing like that. He ain't from here. Look at them shoes. He ain't from here. They recognize us. So all y'all be talking about, I'll be going to Colombia and I blend in. Where who? Where who y'all blend in with in Colombia? Man, I've been here all these years. I don't blend in. And I ain't trying to. No. I'm trying to be safe. I ain't trying to blend. I'm not a chameleon. He said, I've noticed the same thing in Chippy Choppy Mall. Only black people secure. Yep. Now I'm starting to see a lot more black families out here. I'm starting to see more young black kids that are going to school. They had their school uniforms on and stuff like that. So I'm starting to notice that a little bit more in our area out north. And so I'm really happy to see that a lot of younger black people. So if you see the black kids, you know, the black parents are out here too. So I'm like, cool, that's great. But yeah, you're right, Will. Black people work in these areas and then they take their butt all home all the way to zone. Kid you not, you see all these beautiful sisters. They go all the way back to zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Some zone 4. But very few of them live over here in zone 5, zone 6. Will 100% correct. They work in the mall and they go all the way up to the other side of the city to go back home. Yep, but excuses, all excuses. He says, yes, El Poblado is expensive, and it's where I heard that most English while walking to shoot video. Yeah, that's true. A lot of English there. I heard a lot of English there. And I stayed my butt he said I stayed my butt in Boston, and even there wasn't many black Colombians, only Afro-Colombian bars. I get that. I know there's a lot of Colombians in Boston. I did know that. That I did know. He says San Javier is a barrio where most of the Afro-Colombians, good looking out, Afro-Colombians are and pass Envigado. And it's like that here, dude. In Cali, there are like little small city pockets of black people that you wouldn't, if you didn't go out there, you wouldn't even know. It's just like this small little, they work in Cali, but they'll drive like 45 minutes back to their little pocket. They'll go to school in Cali. Many of them go to college in Cali, but then they'll drive all the way back to their little small pocket. It's like a small, it's crazy, dude. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy. He said, no, I don't need to get a message. Yeah. He said, I don't need a message. Yeah. On massage. Yeah. Yep. No, I'm not drinking. For real. Drinking. Boy, that'll keep you out of trouble too. If you just don't drink when you go out pregame, do whatever you do, just don't. Man, listen, it'd be a lot of times when I go out and I'm just bottled watering. And I'm always on the dance floor. So he said, I don't get why some prefer pay for play. He said, I like to chase. Me too. I'm with you, brother. I'm with that. He said, I like to chase and catch too much. The hunt and pay for play. I can't sharpen my skill. Thank you. My skills and take pleasure in the reward with pay for play. It's just too easy and unsatisfying. I got pay for play is one of the things that all men have done many men have done at one point in time or another. But I'm with Riches, man. That hunt, that will she say yes? Will she say no? You know, it's just, I won't lie, I like that too. Amen says, do you think brothers need to work on mate selection instead of complaining about the women in the States? That's true. I think so. I don't think, I'm gonna say something, man. And it may be, some guys may disagree because Dre, well, you ain't been in the States, so you don't know. Which is true. I hear women complaining about the dating game in the States. I hear men complaining about the dating game in the States. But it seems like most of the good people have found each other. And the rest of y'all's kind of like flying around in limbo. It's like most of the good dudes have found a good woman. And most of the good women have found a good man. Not all, but most. And it's like the rest of everybody else is dating in like this like quasar or this limbo and trying to figure out the dating scene. And it's so confusing for men and women. You know, from the outside, that's what it's looking like to me. It looks like that everybody's getting older and there were good people have found their good person. They cool. Like me here in Colombia. Me and Andre came in here today and she asked me a question. And, you know, what would be the, you know, her and her girlfriend were talking today. And she came in and asked me a question, you know, what would be something that would cause us to break up in your eyes? And so I gave my answer and she gave her answer. But we talk like this because we good. Andrea, like, she like, I ain't going nowhere. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. We good. And we even talk about what's the worst case scenario. You know, physical is not our worst case scenario. If something happens to Andrea physically, I'm still in. If something happens to me physically, Andrea said, I'm already prepared. But I think there's, no matter where you go in the world, it's like this, right now, it's this big limbo, man, of the dating scene. It's like an amoeba, man. It's just constantly changing. And I won't lie, it don't look fun. Being single, trying to find that special somebody somewhere in the world, I don't know. I don't look fun no more. Smashing, now, if you smashing chicks, that look cool. But as far as like looking for somebody special, it look like it's hard now. Correct me if I'm lying. It look like it's a job. He said, for me, it's too risky to live with women here. It is, man. Y'all got laws against, that's another thing, man, that you got in the state. Y'all got so many laws against y'all. I was watching Corey Holcomb's latest video in regards to why would a man get married? And he was adamant, and you couldn't argue his facts. Argue back his facts. He said, yeah, Will said smashing is a dangerous gun too. Yeah. Or is a gun, but dangerous. Yeah. But Corey Holcomb was just breaking down, you know, as a man, you work so hard, all the energy and years that you put in to get what's yours. And you can actually marry somebody in the States and they could just, with no fault at all, say, I divorce you and take half of your hard-earned work. All that you went through think about it, guys. All you military dudes, I'm gonna come back to your comment, Black Nubian. All you military dudes that you went through all that combat and all that training, just to get to your pension and your retirement, and to lose half of your retirement just because somebody just decided one day they want a divorce. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you something about Colombia. That ain't happening here. Boy, during our wedding, they broke down everything. They broke down all the faults. This is not a no-fault country. You got to have a reason if you go try to get a half of what a man has. And here's the part about I love about Colombia. You can only get what y'all got together. That's it. If y'all didn't make a dime together, didn't buy no houses, no cars, no nothing, and you get divorced in Colombia, that's what she get. Nothing. And you may be a multi-millionaire before the marriage. But if y'all didn't put together nothing together in the marriage, she gets nothing after the marriage. So I understand, man. I'm with y'all, bro. And I couldn't do it in the States. I could not. I ain't gonna lie. There's no way in the world I could be married in the United States with the way the laws are, even to a good woman. It's too scary. It's too scary to find out, even if you have a child, if the child is yours or not. The woman been lying for you, man. Dude, it's my hat's off to all you brothers that are dating in the States. Now, if you mating in the States, I got you. Smash them. But if you trying to look for love in the States, man, it is such a just the legalities. It's not even her fault. She didn't make the laws. The good women didn't even make the laws. It's not their fault. But to sit back knowing that she could just wake up one morning in 20 years, 10 years and tell you, I'm done. Give me half your I tap out. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. Outside the United States, yes, I enjoy marriage tremendously, but it is too much of a legal gamble to do it ever again in the United States. I would never do that again. Never, ever. And I know some of you guys are married right now. Shout out to you, bros. But it's just too freaking scary, man. Too freaking scary. When I'm up out of here, guys, it is, oh man, I know it's going on 1 o'clock where you guys are. I'm about to eat me some fruit salad, lay my butt down, got to get ready to go to the gym in the morning. And I appreciate you all, man. I got nothing but love for y'all, man. And I wish the best for us all of us. I am about to chill. I know your girl is in there probably asleep right now. All right. Yeah, and DR too. I'm out of here, guys. You guys have a great evening.